Sir, I guess we are good to go now. Thank you.
Sir. Yeah, I'll share in the groups. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Well, let me give you the link. 8 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
You get the link now. So I'll just give you the link. Okay, so because sir, I've already put it on your WhatsApp. And where do you want me to? Because sir, are you there?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes, sir. Yeah, I got the WhatsApp message.
Yeah, now you just have to share that link to wherever you want.
Groups, yes. Okay, sir. Sure. Thank you.
But what will happen is the people coming on Zoom would be less because there are many people who want to see live from there. Some people.
Okay, then you want me to wait until Zoom fills up?
No, it's okay because anyway we promised them, no, but we told them till it gets full. So don't share now. Let them have the opportunity. Yeah, but keep sharing the Zoom link again and again because last minute many people may remember. Don't you keep the link with you now?
Yeah.
Only when it gets full and if there is anybody in the group asking for it.
Okay, sure.
There will be some people who want to be who don't want to be on Zoom because of this China issues and all the stuff. Some patriotic people are there. So
okay, yeah.
We need to respect that.
Sure, sir. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, Dr. Avril.
Yes.
3 p.m. So you want to make maybe a minute or so and then up to you.
Hey, Dr. Sandeep, sir, shall we wait for a minute?
Yeah, we'll wait. No, I think we can start because by the time we complete the initial portion, some people may join.
Okay. So, all right, then we begin.
Sure, over to you.
Right. All right. A very good afternoon to our respected department head, Dr. Sandeepa Shenoy, our esteemed speakers for the day, Mr. Derek and Professor Samuel Johnson, our IT managers, Mr. Sohil and Mr. Vikas, my colleagues and delegates on Zoom and YouTube platforms. On behalf of International Center of Business Studies, Department of Commerce, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, I extend a warm welcome to you all. Department of Commerce was established in the year 2007 with the launch of its flagship undergrad program specializing in banking and finance. The department subsequently introduced more innovative undergraduate and postgraduate business programs. Today, Department of Commerce offers courses in BBA, BCom, MCom, MSc, MA, PGD, Integrated Program for Management, and PhD programs under the able leadership of Dr. Sandeepa Shenoy. Speaking about ICPS Center in Department of Commerce, established in 2016, International Center of Business Studies aims to promote multicultural learning in the field of business and impart holistic education, matching and meeting the requirements of global standards. ICPS team proudly presents to you all two-day International FDP on high-impact teaching skills and mind mapping for better teaching. I now request our department head, Dr. Sandeep S. Shenoy, to deliver his opening remarks and declare the session open. Over to you, Dr. Sandeep S. Shenoy.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Avril. As mentioned by Avril, the department in its last journey of over a dozen years have created a lot of industry-relevant programs. And we believe to rise to the occasion of the needs of the industry and the environment and the society. And in that context, we thought that we should conduct something which is useful to the academic world and which is useful in terms of the situation we are in, that is the COVID pandemic. So we thought that a workshop like this or a kind of FDP like this will definitely help the academic fraternity to improve their skills and will help them to overcome the challenges which they'll be facing during the next few months in handling online education. So keeping in mind these requirements, we have designed this workshop with the help of Samuel and Professor Derek. And this is going to be a 2-day session. And we have close to 1,700 registrations showing the lot of interest in this particular FDP. And these registrations have been from different parts of the world as well as in different parts of India. And not only in geographically, we have a lot of diversity in terms of the streams which have indicated. So we have commerce, computer science, law, management, IT, biotechnology, animal sciences, political, and so on. Faculties from different streams, from different parts of the India as well as abroad, who have shown their interest in attending this workshop. And that definitely shows the relevance of this workshop in terms of its usefulness. Apart from that, the workshop will also give focus on how a mindset change is required during these times, because it is very important that we have the skills, but do we have the right mindset to deploy those skills and use it to our advantage? And therein where creativity and innovation comes into the picture. And also mind mapping tools will help you to how to use this skill sets what you have to your best advantage. So this 2-day webinar will definitely help you to improve your skill sets and also make sure that you can deploy your academic resources very efficiently and effectively, and make sure that the students have a very good experience. So we have kept this workshop keeping in mind the emerging needs of the academic fraternity. And we have very good resource persons in the form of Samuel and Professor Derek, who will be introduced formally by Atmika shortly. So the 2-day FDP will be for between 3 to 6 today and around 3 to 6 p.m. tomorrow, so that the participant will have adequate time to even do the assignments which will be a part of this workshop. So there will be some assignments, homework for all of you at the end of this day. Apart from that, I would really appreciate the workshop resource persons, especially Samuel, who is a digital education coach, who has been transforming many educational institutions and has also has been a corporate trainer. And we also have with us Professor Derek, who is also into business, creativity, and innovation. He has done a lot of corporate workshops. He's a fellow of the RSA and fellow of Institute of Social Innovation, Creativity, and Change, and also has clients like PricewaterhouseCoopers, British Council, etc. So we have two very valuable resource persons handling this faculty development program. And diversity and the kind of spread of the participants will definitely be a motivator for both the resource persons to develop it better and more effective. So with these few words, I declare this faculty development program, the International Faculty Development Program, by the Department of Commerce in association with Samuel and Professor Derek, and organized by the International Center for Business Studies, Department of Commerce, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, under the coordination of Dr. Avril, Professor Atmika Shetty, and Dr. Priyanka Pandey, who have been very resourceful in organizing this faculty development program. Over to you, Avril.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for those insightful opening address. So we have with us ICBS Center Coordinator, Ms. Atmika Shetty, who will briefly introduce speakers for today's session. Over to you, Ms. Atmika Shetty.
Thank you so much, Dr. Avril. It brings me great pleasure to introduce the speakers for today. The first being Professor Samuel Johnson, who is presently working as a faculty in VIT-AP School of Business and also taking care of student welfare events and branding activities at VIT-AP Amravati campus, Andhra Pradesh. He is a digital education coach transforming many educational institutions in the higher education sector, both universities, colleges, and schools. He is a consultant for e-learning and blended learning for corporate organizations in their learning and development. A motivational speaker and corporate trainer, he assists learners in finding new effective belief and getting rid of the outdated, discouraged, and irrelevant life attitudes. So during the pandemic, Professor Samuel Johnson was engaged in the following. He created a home studio for teaching on March 28, 2020. He started webinars from March 29th, and of course, we have evidence of it today, has completed more than 137 FTPs and 13 NDPs. has trained over 16,000 faculty members, teachers across India and international avenues. Participants from various countries have attended his sessions, and he has also conducted exclusive international programs in the following countries: Indonesia, Philippines, Kenya, Zimbabwe, UK, Poland, United States, Canada, UAE, Kuwait, Oman, Germany, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Australia. Has consistently worked on 2 research papers and has sent them to high impact Scopus journals. He has been training managers and conducting management development programs to corporate companies, and himself is an advisor to 3 companies. Professor Samuel Johnson has been running 2 NGOs successfully for the past 10 years. He has been working for the tribal children in their school development in Manipur, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Assam, Orissa, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra, and Tamil Nadu. Apart from teaching and training, Sir has a strong passion for music. He can play about 11 musical instruments and also loves composing music and teaching music to rural children. Here's an interesting fact about Sir. He has traveled to all the states of India and visited more than 300 cities and 5,000 villages, and himself speaks 7 languages fluently. We welcome you, Sir. And our second speaker for today is Mr. Derek Cheshire, who is a specialist in the field of business creativity and innovation. Since 2002, Mr. Derek has championed creativity as a serious business tool to allow organizations of all sizes to realize their full potential, create products and services that their customers want, and ultimately improve their bottom line. His work encompasses innovation, strategy, project management, creativity masterclasses, facilitating continuous innovation, and of course, speaking on the topics of creativity and innovation. Professor Derek is an international speaker, having delivered his creativity messages in places ranging from Mexico to Iran and, of course, India. He has articles published in diverse places such as the Hindustan Times and Malawi Guardian, and also the United Nations. His blog article, How to Generate 20 New Business Ideas Over Coffee, is a firm favorite among readers. Professor Derek is a member of the Mastermind Group for the Design Interaction course at the Royal College of Art and Design in The Hague, has appeared on the CNBC program The Business of Innovation, and is a fellow of the RSA and a fellow of the Institute of Social Innovation, Creativity and Change. His past clients include the British Council, PwC, Celta Manufacturing, Places for People, and Swansea Metropolitan University. His mission is to ensure you have fun and show you how useful and profitable creativity and innovation can be. We welcome you, Professor Derek.
All right. Thank you, Atmika Shetty, for those warm welcome and the words that really inspire. Both the profiles of the speakers really inspire us all. So I now request Professor Samuel Johnson to take us through the overview of the entire 2-day FDP session, so that you will brief the audiences as to what we're going to be covering in these 2 days. And also, sir, I would want you to take it forward from here. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. The entire team of MAHE, Dr. Sandeep Shenoy, the Dean Head, and Dr. Avril, and the whole team, Atmika ma'am, and whoever, the entire team of MAHE and the Center for International Studies, yours, and Department of Commerce. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your kind invitation. And it's a pleasure and a joy and an honor to be as a resource person to some of the leading organizations like you. And Manipal has amazing brand, and you have brought world-class alumni in the world. Yeah. So I hope you're able to hear me. Vikas sir, you just need to help me out if you're able to hear my voice. Yeah.
Sir, I can hear you.
It's clear, right?
Loud and clear. Yes.
Yeah. I'll be asking a few questions. So just thank you, just support in that. Thank you so much,
Sure,
everyone, for coming. We have participants from, I don't know, from all over. Yeah. So when we saw the list, it was like very exhaustive. We also have some few from international, and we need to really thank Manipal and MAHE for having such a good thought, being from the Department of Commerce and also from Center of International, getting international speakers to bring a perspective from other parts of the world, because all of us are in a challenging situation, and it's not just us and you, but the whole world. So, and we need to thank the audience for registering, and the biggest thanks goes to the team of MAHE for doing this, absolutely free for people, so that people get some learning out of it. People can take something better and make their teaching more impactful. So that's such a great gesture. We really want to thank you, and we feel honored to be a part of it. And already there are 405 people on Zoom here. And I think so there are some other more than 51 watching on the YouTube. All right, so that's also happening parallelly. Okay, so that's the data, and let's go. And before we start, let's have an overview of what this is all about. I just want to share my screen. Vikas, sir, just let me know if you are able to see my presentation. Yeah, if it's just on the screen. Yeah, is it there something on the screen?
Yes, sir, it's visible. Yes.
Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Department of Commerce.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
So I really want to thank the whole team, because the International Center for Business Studies and Department of Commerce, we had exhaustive meetings even before fixing up this meeting. I think so we had all, I don't know, for last a month or so, meetings after meetings, so as to how to do, what to do, why to do what we're doing, why we're doing what we're doing. That really, took my attention. And then I saw the logo, and I really loved that, inspired by life. All right, so even in Vijayawada, where I am, outskirts of the city, we have Manipal Hospital here. And everywhere you go, this inspired by life, the way they really make people's life more meaningful. No wonder there are top alumni in the world from here. You name it, you just go to the website, you see them, whether it's Nokia head or it's Microsoft, Satya Nadella, everyone is from your organization, and you should be proud of it, inspired by life. So with that, I just want to give an overview of high impact teaching skills and mind mapping for better teaching. I'm sure the words, what is given there is, it looks very theory, very, bhai kuch bhashan dega, it looks very big. But I want to tell you, we have taken the best of the best content for the audience based on your registrations. We have seen more commerce, even engineering, we could see arts and science, even from paramedical, medical field, people have registered. So this is a very generic thing, which is mind mapping for better teaching. And Dr. Derek, I thought, would be the good fit for this, because he's an author, and we have been using his textbook as a his book as a textbook for our course in VIT University, now VIT School of Business. And when I spoke to him, he said, why don't we do it together? And then that's how we landed up. And 2 days, what we're going to do here, it's not about anybody else. It's going to be all about you and me. And this is not going to be like any other webinar where I will talk and you listen, and you talk and I listen. All right. And the whole thing is streamed on the YouTube there. So anytime you want to rewind it, it's there for you. And the entire materials, okay, you're going to get it both on your Telegram, WhatsApp, emails, and whatnot. Yeah. So content, there's plenty of content available. There's nothing dirt for content. And take it, use it however you want. PDFs, PPTs, ebooks, everything is there. And the team has really, really done a good job on that. Yeah. So that will come to you as and when the program is going along. And what we'll do today is we'll see a little bit about the basics of mind mapping, and then also high impact teaching skills, because all of you are teachers, all of you have, very good high academic profiles, and it's going to be only co-learning. All right. I want you to write down the word. It's not that I know, and it's not that you know. We all are going to co-learn from each other. I don't know how many of them are here now, 428 in Zoom, and then some people in YouTube. All right. So it's a big number, and all of us, just imagine if you share all our experiences together, we are going to create an amazing, high impact teaching skills, because each of us knows something, all right? And all of us cannot do everything, but each of us can do something. I repeat again, each of us knows something. All of us cannot do everything, but each of us can do something. So whichever college you're working for, whichever organization you're doing things, if each of us can contribute, we can empower the humanity from whichever country you're listening this from, whether it's from India or wherever it is, we can empower people. But to make an empowering people, we need a high impact teachers. We need to impact people. We just not need to impress people. We need to impact people. So that's what we're going to go. I will take on mind mapping. I will take a little bit on psychology, a little bit on basic physiology of brain. We're also going to download an app, everybody. So you guys need to be ready for that. It's a free open source app. Paisa nahi legega, pokda mein mil jayega. Don't worry about any registration fee. It's free. So we need to download, and then we'll have an experiential learning of some activities and contribution from your side. And then Derek will come at 4 p.m. today and again take a session on what is his talk on creativity, right? And creativity and innovation, because all of us are in challenging situations. So what to do, how to do, can we give the best ideas? All right. And I also promise we'll give you more than 100 open source software tools in the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, which may be helpful for your courses. These are all freely available. We have collected it and kept it together. And we need to thank whoever has done it, sources from the founders of these apps. All that we did is we just took subject-wise, and compressed it together so that, you people can find it at ease. So here, I just want to thank everyone and the entire team of MAHE and International Center for giving us this idea. So as to, can we do something like this? Can we make teachers' life more meaningful? Can we give them resources? All right. So many people talk, but people don't give resources. But this webinar is going to be the opposite of it. You get all the resources and say, hey, it's up to you now what you want to do it. All right. So Vikas, sir, are we good to go? Are you able to hear me?
Sir, right now there is a little breakage in the voice, sir.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, clear enough.
Yeah,
yes.
It's clear enough. Okay, good.
Yes.
So let's go. Okay, so there we go. All right, so anybody there, Dr. Evelyn or Atmika ji, anyone, could you unmute, be help to me, because Vikas will be doing the technical help.
Okay.
Could you help me read this?
Yes, I'll do that.
Could you please read it?
Yes. Did you know the structure of your brain changes every time you learn something new?
Yeah. So what I'll do now is, all right, I am going to open the chat because I've closed it for, not a distraction reason. So everyone can publicly go and just say yes or no. Do you, or no, not yes, no, agree or disagree? Come on, go to the chat. There are more than, oh goodness, how many people? So many are there. Yeah, 400 plus. So do you agree to this, my dear friends? Every time you learn something new, all right, your brain changes. Agree. All right. Yeah. Some people say can't say. Some are saying disagree. So, Madam Dr. Evelyn or Atmika Shetty ji, what is the highest? What is highest?
Yes.
Which is highest?
I see agree.
Agree
I
is
see maximum agree is
picking up.
yes.
Yeah. Even on YouTube, wherever you are, brother, there is no escape. All right. There also it's like agree, yes. All right. We need to thank Sumanamin, Vasanta, Vasanti, Sham, Shashi. These are on the YouTube, So there also it's going on well. And Vikasar, you can just put it on the YouTube, say thanks, something like that, so that they also feel good. Okay. All right. So it's agree. Okay. Let's go to our talk here. Where are we now? Okay. So, madam, can I go to the next one? People are agreeing, right? Okay. Could you please read this for me, please?
Not able to see it. Yes, that's right. Okay. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice, by Brian Herbert.
Yeah, that's not by Samuel Johnson. All right. That's by Brian Herbert, the credit goes to them. The 3 words, right? Gift, skill, and choice. My dear participants, I'm sure with a lot of experience, you have registered for this program with some expectation, all right? I'm sure with some expectation you have registered, but I want to tell you one thing, the capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is your skill, but the willingness to learn is your choice. No matter how many webinars you go, my dear friends, it's your choice. It's your choice. All right. I want to tell you one thing. All the people who submit assignments, all the people who do it, yes, you'll get a certificate. But as Brian Herbert says, it's your choice. So no matter how much we talk today and tomorrow, how much we do things, it's your choice. All right. So there are 3 apples which change the whole world completely. And I'm sure all of you know this. It's not a new story. Adam and Eve, 1 apple changed the whole world. And 1 apple fell on the Newton's head, and then the whole science took it up. And Steve Jobs, again, a legend, all right, created another apple, and which has taken over the whole world, right? There are 3 apples that change the world completely. But I want to tell you, the 4th apple will fall on your minds today on the 19th of August through Professor Derek, Professor Samuel Johnson's session, through MAHE. It's very clearly there. Because MAHE is organizing this. They are going to give you 4th apple. Dr. Evelyn, Dr. Atmika ji, kya girne wala hai? What is going to work? 4th apple. All right. So, are you able to hear me, Dr. Evelyn, Atmika?
Yes, sir, it's clear. It's clear.
Yeah, 4th apple. Yeah. So MAHE is going to bring the 4th apple to
That's
everyone.
right.
And we don't know what's the 4th apple because I know only 3 apples in the world. I'm very sure the homework what MAHE has done is amazing that, you know, they are going to give something called 4th apple. Let's see what it is. Okay. So before we go forward here, yeah, and let me just stop sharing the screen for a minute. And since it's going to be a 2-day and it's a long journey, okay, there are some basic webinar etiquette, basic things which we need to learn. And anyone, okay, if you have a good bandwidth, can you just switch on your camera for a few seconds, if you don't mind? Because anyway, the data rate in India is the cheapest in the world.
So you want the delegates to do it, sir? The participants?
Delegates,
to do it?
yeah,
Okay,
participants. Not all, anyone who feels that, okay, thank you, Abdul ji, thank you, Ranganathan sir, thank you, people. Cyril Raj, good seeing you. All right, Dr. Shivani ji, namaskar. Yeah, it doesn't matter, okay? Say don't feel, अरे मैं कैसा बैठा हूँ, मेरा बाल ऊपर चढ़ गया है, कोई problem नहीं है भाई. We are at home, all right, don't worry, okay? All right, Prabhakar sir, thank you. Okay, now you see there. What we're going to learn is, just keep your web on, you have free time. But do you know this? The data rate, the data consumption rate, you know, what we pay per, I don't know, per GB or per whatever it is the cheapest in the world is in India. Many people don't know that. All right. Even for this, we complain to the principal. सब ऑनलाइन में करने बोलते हो, हमारे पास प्रोजेक्ट नहीं है, पैसा नहीं है, मेरा डेटा हो जाता है, you know, lot of things are there. But India has got the lowest, right? For example, WhatsApp, you're using it free. Come to the US and, you know, we'll understand. You need to pay minimum $1, dude. It's not easy. But you need to be proud that India is, you know, fastly growing. So let's understand this. The reason I asked you to put on the camera is, oh, Suman Kumar ji, namaskar, vanakkam. There are many people whom I've been watching for a lot of seminars. Okay, good. Okay, now you see there, just sit wherever you are, however you are, okay? But as professors, as teachers, the theme is high impact, all right? If you want to be an high impact, whether virtual teacher or actual teacher, certain basic things will work it out, okay? Now, your forehead should never go above the webcam or below the webcam. Boss, basics clear. Let's get the basics clear, okay? Basics clear, all right? Abhi mat karo immediately. I'm just telling you. Some people are like, all right, chalo, seedha bhai jaate bhai, okay? Don't worry, yeah? This is important not for us, for the students, because virtual recruitment. Do you agree, yes or no? Yes, no. You can just say thumbs up or something like that, yeah? Virtual placements, virtual GD, virtual interview, पूरा जब virtual होता है, see, our job is there, boss, I'm getting salary, you're getting it, it's okay. What about the students? If they don't know how to attend this, can they create an impact in their life for placement? Yes, they will get a degree. Yes, they will pass. But they need to create an impact on virtual interviews. Am I right or wrong? Deepti say. Yes? Yeah. So there we go. Simple rule. Okay. Do you know in school days, when we stand in that assembly line, that PT master will come, PT teacher. All right. Unka rule kya rehta hai? What is the basic rule? What do they say? One arm distance. Yes or no? One arm distance. Okay. And for me, Samuel Johnson, because I was the most useless, careless in the school, 5 arm distance. मेरे को साला हमेशा last में डाल देता था because I was good for nothing according to them, because I was more into music, less into academics. Yeah. But now you see the world has totally changed. All right. अभी टीचरों का टीचर बन गया मैं. So it's like that, you know. But 1 arm distance. Whenever you're on webinar, please. Okay, it's safe to have a 1 arm distance, and equidistance between your left ear and right ear. You got to be centered, and at least your forehead should be equal height. For example, now you see my video. Are you able to see my video, guys? Full screen? Full screen? Huh? Bada dikh raha hu na thoda gora gora. I will tell you that also why I'm looking. Actually, I belong to coal department. Coal, boggu, kala, but I have some gimmicks which is playing near the lights and making me, otherwise you can't see me. Okay. All right. Now you see this one. Some people talk like this. Did you see them? Good morning, students. आज का क्लास है theory of economics. अब मर जाएगा वो. And some people उसको पूरा दुनिया. ये देखो मेरा घर पूरा वो सोफा दिख रहा है. ऐसा बात ना करो बाबा. Don't need to show the whole world. You're getting the point? Yeah. So these basics has to be clear. अरे कुछ ना होगा यार, 200 रुपया 300 रुपये का ये छोटा ट्राइपॉड ले लो ना यार बाबा. फुक्कड़ में तो मिल रहा है. 200 रुपया का है भाई. एक पिज्जा काट दो, 2 बियर रोक दो भैया. प्रभाकर सर क्या बोलते हो? Sacrifice 2 beers, खत्म. You'll get this time. Yeah. So what is wrong? See, the basic thing. See, you want to create an impact. There has to be a self-start. High impact teaching skills. We're seeing that one today. Okay. High impact. You want to create an impact. Basics has to be clear. Basics has to be clear, boss. Okay. So how many rules I told now? Clear? All right. 1 arm distance, equidistance. Behind the background, make it as plain as possible. Otherwise, nowadays, every platform has a virtual background. All right. You can keep your college logo, institution, which gives more better. Now, most important thing, please listen, most important thing. ये जो light है ना जी, light should always be, all right. I don't know what to say, boss. This is 320 degree, whatever, some degree, boss. ये ऐसा मेरे को उतना नहीं आता. It has to be opposite to you in diagonal shape, like a hexagon shape. The light. Now, don't do anything now. We're just learning it, and tomorrow I'm sure you will bring the changes. Is it okay? Now, some people keep light behind the head. Tubelight पीछे रहता है. Now, when the light is behind you, you become Gautam Buddha's brother and sister. People can't see who you are. You're getting the point? Rukshuka ji, Saurav Kumar ji, are you getting my point what I'm saying? Prabhakar sir, Abdul ji, Salam alaikum. हाँ, ठीक बोला थे मैं, खैरत है सब. He is saying like this. Perfect. Yeah. You see, that's what I'm saying. Basic lighting, piche. All right. Has to be clear. All right. It has to not be piche. It has to be in the front. So lighting is over. This is over that. Okay. Now, how to handle it? Whenever you're attending any webinar or teaching a course online, tell your students, and even for us teachers, never attend webinar through mobile vertically. If you're doing through mobile, please keep it horizontally. If it is a system and a PC, it's okay. But mobile mein kabhi bhi, it has to be horizontal. Is it clear? Why? Can somebody type it in the chat? Why? On the YouTube also, you can go and chat. Why do you think it should be horizontal? Basic. See, you can attend through mobile, you can attend through system. But if I'm going to give you a demo of a tool, now today I'm going to talk about a tool later in the third session on mind mapping tool. It's an online tool. So if I'm explaining something and say, hey, right hand top corner, and if you're keeping it vertical, it will go behind Kanyakumari. And then dikhega ne baba. And then your BP will rise. Then mind ka dimag kharab ho jata hai. I'm not able to see, I'm not able to see, I'm not able to see. And by the time somebody will put in the chat, feedback please, certificate please. वो भी एक tension है आजकल. People have got some new syndrome disorder. Teacher certificate syndrome disorder. I put it in new way during COVID. Teacher certificate syndrome disorder. अरे program शुरू नहीं हुआ पहले बोलते थे, I'm sorry, as the internet was wrong, I could not fill the feedback form. Please give me certificate. अरे program ही शुरू नहीं हुआ रहा है बाबा. Getting my point? All right. I'm sorry, but you know, listen, Matthew. Manslayo. Manslay. Yeah. Okay. So, oh God, what to do, my dear friends? And beautifully, can I tell you something, my dear friends? One challenge was to all of you. The way you walked into this today webinar will not be the same way you'll walk out of this webinar. Likke lele beta. Yeldukonga. తమిళ్లో சொல்றேன் எழுదుకోங்க హిందీలో బోలో లిఖలే బేటా తెలుగులో చెప్తా రాసుకో నేను చెప్పింది అట్లానే రాసుకో జరుగుతది రైట్ ఇట్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ because so many webinars you heard somebody will come somebody will talk somebody will listen somebody will get certificate somebody will fill the form and who registered none of the above and when I'm saying the truth for some people, they're thinking, "Ye mere bare mein kaisa pata chal gaya isko?" Getting the point? How did they know about me? No. Nobody told anything. Don't blame MAHE for this. Don't blame the organizers for this. This is a naked truth. Do you believe yes or no? Yes or no? So, my dear friends, let's agree. Yes, all of us are teachers. All of us are subject matter expert. Let's not talk about subject here, boss. Everyone is a subject matter expert, but there are small things which makes you a high impact person. Yes or no? So many cricketers came, so many captains came. Why Dhoni is the rock star among all? Sachin is far better player than Dhoni. Yes or no? The world knows it. But why Dhoni took over? Impact kiya usne, impact. All right. I'm writing a book. Okay. I don't want to reveal it now. Yeah. So by God's grace, yeah, we got in touch with big people, and then we also got permission. And along with IIM Ranchi, because my professor, when he was the founding director of IIM Ranchi, Dr. Xavier, I should fold my hands and say him thanks, because he's the one who groomed me from my student days. He was the first former director of IIM Ranchi. Just for your understanding, because you're teachers. IIM Ranchi, and in Ranchi, whenever you visit Ranchi, there are 3 world-class, all right, psychiatry schools, all right, CIT, Central Institute of Psychiatry, and then there's one from state, there's from RIP, Ranchi Institute of, all right, three, along with NIMHANS, which is in Bangalore. So IIM Ranchi and CIP, all right, and RIT, all Ranchi Institute of Psychiatry, RIP, they all did a research. My dear friends, it's true. Many people don't know. They did a research keeping Dhoni there and did a lot of action research for months together, understanding with lot of equipments why Dhoni is called super cool. And whatever they did with the research, I'm telling you, exactly it proved a point why he's super cool. All right. I'll share with you that. Would you like to know the data? It's true. All right, they did a research on him. Bhai, ye kabhi gussa hi nahi hota hai. All right, and they said who is the opposite person of it, where we no need to do research. Then the whole world told Virat Kohli no need to do any research. Automatically, he's dead opposite in terms of behavior. Getting the point? Observe any Dhoni's videos whenever the match is over. Please observe. I will send a couple of things tonight. Okay, World Cup, when we won the World Cup. All right, 2020 World Cup, Champions Trophy, all are major events in his life as a captain. Please go to the last section when the cup has been taken over. You will always see Dhoni never running to catch the cup. He'll always be behind 3rd row or the 4th row, and he'll bring all the young fellows before him to get the cup. Just watch it for yourself. Man, salute to that guy. That is called a real leader. A leader means who leads. The spelling itself is there. LEAD. पहले तेरा जिंदगी तो लीड कर, बाद में लीडर बन. What happens in academics? The minute PhD comes, we become automatic leaders. And what is PhD? Partial head damage. Getting the point? What is PhD? PhD, partial head damage. There is new abbreviation. All right. P, pressure. H, hypertension. D for depression. That also is PhD. You getting my point? What I'm talking about? Why Dhoni is Mr. Cool? Why did he impact so many people? Getting the point? Anytime you see, whenever the match is over, everybody dance and take the wicket and do like that. He'll just go take one wicket and walk. Did you ever see him doing any hangama? As teachers, can we learn something from that? Yes or no? You can say, sir, that is cricket. Hey, lifestyle. It's not about cricket or about teaching. Behavioral science is behavioral science for everybody. Yes or no? Yeah, but we as teachers, we have to impact more students because we are dealing with a young generation. And these are the future leaders, my dear teachers. So when the world is challenging, if we tell the world and the students, hey, the world is challenging, we don't know what will happen, we don't know placements will be there, my God, I'm telling you, they are going to be disaster. All right, already in the world, India is number one for number of suicides. I don't know whether you know that. It's not my data. Go to NCRB and find it out by yourself. All right, can we break that chain? Can we give life to lifeless people? Can we give hope to hopeless people? But here I want to stop one thing. I read so many quotes. It's on my website also. You can check it later. I want to tell one quote and then go to the topic. Hey, abhi tak topic shuru nahi kiya, Baba. Please, picture baki hai. I didn't start the topic at all. So please keep a notebook. Please keep anything because so many things will come live. Okay, let's take it up now. Can I tell? Do you want to listen? Okay. Yeah. Never expect hope from a hopeless person. Double quotation, Samuel Johnson. Never expect hope from a hopeless person. I don't know who the person is in your life. I don't know whether it's in your department, in your campus, in your college, in your family, on the road, in your students. Never expect hope from a hopeless person. All right, it's a challenge. It's a big challenge. Getting the point? So with all this data, we are going to understand and renew our mind. That's all. This 2 days is going to be a little bit of I don't know what you call it, self-retrospective questions. Is my English correct? Self-retrospective, because I'm not that fluent in that words, but yeah. So I hope you're trying to understand the message, what I'm trying to give. Yeah. Final question. If you're upset in life, what do? Type it on the chat. If you're upset in life, say different people have different things. I take my music, I put a high sound system and noise will be more, then my wife will start giving bhashan and people blah, 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 neighbors are there, that is there and all that and get scoldings. Yeah. So what to do? Everybody has some mantra, no? Prabhakar ji, ka karte ho? Somebody saying pray. Are Baba Rosama Joseph. Chechi, Sister Rosama. Okay. Somebody saying praying, go for a walk, eat well, lonely. Vikas sir, can you also see on the chat and keep telling me from the YouTube what? Because there'll be a lag of 20 seconds, 30 seconds there. Hear music, self-retrospection, looking back, looking into the front. Thank you.
Yes, somebody put up, I start eating. I start listening to the music.
Yama, I start eating. Yar Made, Yapa.
Shyam Sai Kumar put care your pet.
Care your pet. खुद का देख लो पहला कोविड के टाइम पे. Very nice. Then
more of listen to the music.
So this is what people do, no? Okay. Can I give you a simple formula, my dear friends? Simple formula. Yeah. When you're upset, Just set it up, boss. There is no other formula. When you're upset, just set it up. There is nothing you can do in that. I don't know whether you're able to understand my word. Yo, listen, Matthew, why are you not? Okay, listen. When you're upset, Deepti ji, are you getting my point? Prabhakar sir. When you're upset, there are two words, right? Upset. There is no other way when you're upset, when your mind, it's about mind mapping, right? The whole course. When your mind is upset, you need to set it up. You, can you see my finger there? Udhar dekho. You, not your HOD, not your dean, not your faculty, not your PhD guide, not your vice chancellor, not your Shinoy sir of MAHE. अरे तेरे में प्रॉब्लम है तो तू PhD गाइड के ऊपर काहे को डालते भाई? உனக்கு பிரச்சனை தான் நீயே சால்வ் பண்ணுக்கோ. You have problem with your wife, all right? You solve it out. Don't bring father-in-law, mother-in-law. Everybody देखो मेरा बीबी क्या करती है? Yeah, what nonsense are we talking about? You are upset something, you need to set it up. Otherwise, mind will get crazy, I tell you. All right. I asked this class in one of my students. This was pre-COVID. Huh? I use this activity based. So I told them, hey, I have a word today. I'm teaching entrepreneurship and startup management. So I said, we need a change of ideas. We need to pivot. The topic was on pivot, changing of, idea, business plan. So I said, when I put the word change, what statements can you give me? So many students give so many statements. There was one great gentleman. I think so. He should have been the advisor to Prime Minister, this fellow told, sir, change. Bolo, chalo, bolo. He said, sir, I tried to change my girl in her anger. She never changed. Hence, I changed my girl. Can you believe this fellow? What a generation they're talking. I told him, hey, say something good about change. He said, sir, I tried to change my girl. She is very angry. I tried to make her change her anger. She did not change. Hence, I changed the girl. I'm not saying that kind of change, boss. That will be disaster. All right. We need a mindset change. All right. The world is tough. Yes, the world is tough. Let's set it up. All right. Online teaching is tough. Let's set it up. All right. Lockdown is tough. Let's set it up. Children are not able to see everybody. Let's set it up. People are not owning the video. Let's set it up. People are saying my internet is not gone. Let's set it up. Yes or no? But just by worrying, all right, so many punch dialogues will come, okay? And anyone who writes all my punch dialogues and submit tomorrow, they will definitely get an online book for sure, huh? Free, I'm telling you. Yeah, a lot of gifts are there. Online ghar ko aa jayega, ghar ko. But tomorrow there'll be Viva, don't worry. Okay, so next one, the next question. No, next quotation. Anyone who is emotionally weak, all right? If you are full of emotion, your life will become slow motion. I repeat again. Deepak Shinde is thinking, ये कहाँ से पढ़ाई किया रे ये सब? Organizational behavior, psychology, कहीं नहीं है. खुद का है पूरा material. कोमल जी, लिखो, Unacademy, हाँ. Okay? Yes. You understanding what I'm saying? People who are so emotional, your life will become slow motion. All right. It will also lead to loose motion because of tension. That is different story. Don't write the last one. Write only the first one. Okay. Too much emotion will make you slow motion. Now, we don't want to be slow motion. We're in a past which is so fast. The world is so fast. You need to be a little faster. Okay. So quickly go to your systems. I am going to share the screen. All right. And I will stop the chat because I don't want people to type it in the chat. Open your system wherever you are. And please put this code. Vikas sir, I'll be happy if you can put the code on
on YouTube.
No. I'll share my, okay. Can you see there? There's something called MAHE Manipal Day 1. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So my dear friends, quickly go to menti.com and use the code 3212334. And all the co-hosts, anyone can help me. I'm going to put it as only host can type now. Put it on the Zoom chat also. go to menti.com, or shall I type it by myself? No problem. I'll help you out. Menti.com. Use the code 3212334. Okay, because sir, you can take that. All right, so there are more than 467. So at least we need quick 100. Only one person has responded. Mindset is more important than skill set. Do you agree or not? Strongly disagree is on the right, strongly disagree is on the left, and strongly agree is on the right. All right, come on, we need to hear from you. Happy people can make others happy. What is your take on that? All right, quick. Okay, so because Dr. Averill, we have crossed more than 100. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Madam, in the research language, what is your inference from this?
About sir?
About this chart, which is on the screen.
Right. So I see that most of them feel that skill sets, right? More than skill sets, it's your mindset that matters the most. So that is the response that I can see.
Okay.
We see 4.6 versus 4.2 there. Right. So mindset is more important than skill set. Happy people can make others happy. Yes, yes, that's right.
Okay. Let's quickly go to the next one. Thank you, audience, for all your, okay. Which one do you want to be? I've given you two choices, my dear audience. Do you want to be someone or do you want to be anyone? Quick, choice is yours, my dear audience. Choice is yours. Do you want to be someone or do you want to be anyone? Wow. Dr. Evelyn, what's your...
I see majority saying someone. We have 78, 83, 85, 89. Yes, majority saying they all want to be someone. And we say anyone, we see just 23.
Ah, can you see there? All right, all right.
115 for someone, yes.
Thank you. And because of what's happening on the YouTube, brother?
The same here. They want to be someone.
Oh, now my dear audience, look at this conference. It's about high impact teaching skills. It's about mindset. It's about mind mapping. It's about creativity. If you prefer to be someone, you need to do something what others are not doing in your teaching, in your research, in your consulting, in your life, in your work. You need to do something what others are not doing. Okay, good. That's a good sample. All right. Thank you, people. Thank you so much. Let's go. Okay, I'll reserve something. I'll park for some time. What makes you so stressed up in life during, these challenging situations? What makes you stressed up? Quick, you can type some words. What makes you so stressed up? Nothing? Deadline. Okay, thank you. Okay, same code. The code doesn't change. Yeah. Okay, sure.
So we see,
Which is more, madam?
I see finance.
I also see the word relationships.
Relationship, yes. Relationship, family, money,
Family,
career.
money.
Yes. So it's altering your health as well.
Mm.
Deadlines is highlighted again, and finance again, yes.
And madam, whichever word is coming big in this,
yes,
it has been mostly repeatedly typed similarly by others.
Okay, okay.
So that's how
So
we
we
take.
see finance.
Mm.
Okay, okay.
Lockdown itself is stress, it seems, for somebody. Lockdown, they type. Yeah.
I see nothing as well. I see career, uncertainty.
Hey, somebody wrote my name Johnson. Johnson is a stress in my life. I don't know who the person is. Thank you so much. But I don't know which Johnson they're talking about. So, yeah, too much of work, unemployment, family. हाँ दीप्ति जी क्या टाइप किया तुमने?
Health, yes, I see health
Yeah.
there.
Rushana is like मेरे जिंदगी में मैं क्या लिखूं? पूरा दुनिया स्ट्रेस है. And Lissy Matthew is just observing. All right, कि मैं क्या लिखूं बाबा? Dr. Aru Selvi, very nice. Okay, there we go. All right, madam. So I hope 171 is a very good number, huh?
Right, that's right.
Sheikh Shartaz ji. He's feeling happy when I call his name. Yeah. Okay, Priyanka madam, did you type? Priyanka Savankar, type kar diya? Okay, good. All right, so there we go. Finance, money, relationship, family, health, deadlines, uncertainty, COVID, cash, future. Thank you for being so honest. It's really true. It's really true. These are the things which is worrying our mindset. Yes or no? And not only for you, my dear friends, not only for Priyanka or for Sheikh or for Anand, anyone, for all. Okay, so let's go to the last question. Last question. Technology will replace teachers is my statement. What do you feel? Yes, no, no, yes, or maybe. I also gave the word maybe just to understand, will there be someone who will type maybe? All right. It's like this. If you ask, is your wife pregnant? Maybe. Getting the point. That's a totally, you know, there has to be yes or no. All right. I cannot say maybe my wife is pregnant. Yeah. So wantedly, I put that third category to see whether sometimes people, Dr. Evelyn.
I see majority saying no, technology will not replace teachers for 119, 121, and a very small number, 13, say yes. So we see 20% say maybe.
I will come to them personally, don't worry.
Yeah, so we see 72%.
I can see who is that also. So I will not display that, but मैं पकड़ूंगा उनको, जरूर पकड़ूंगा. ये maybe क्या होता है भाई? Yeah, are you married? Maybe I'm married. ये क्या होता है भाई? Either you're married, not married. Yeah. Is this your home? Maybe this is my home. Sometimes my neighbor wife also is my home. ये नहीं होता बाबा. There has to be yes or no. Yeah, Lissy Matthew, please have some water. She is about to faint.
So, yeah, we see 139, yes, 74 saying technology will not replace teachers.
Yeah, good. So that's good. So let's stop this screen here, my dear friends. And I want to quickly share because Derek is ready there. All right. So I'll give the tips and all a little later when Derek comes, but just quickly see these pictures, my dear friends. All right. This is how we need to sit in front of a webinar, or because we're going to work online for a long time. All right. Please have a stand, footrest even down. All right. Don't bend your back. Don't bend. All right. In the long run, it may have some consequences. And the picture is only a girl there, but it applies for all. All right. Whenever you're watching on the mobile, please be straight. Don't put your neck down and then die into that. Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah. And if you're sitting on a couch, please, because see, this is what it is. Madam, can you please see the angle and tell me how much kilo weight does it come on your body? And it's dangerous. Can somebody read it quick? Evelyn, madam, Vikas, or anybody?
Yes. 0 degree, it says 5 kg. 30-degree angle, it says 18 kg. And 45-degree angle, it says 24 kg of weight.
See, that much weight you're giving on your brain, on your head. And it's dangerous. Yeah? Deepti Singh, is it dangerous or not? Yes or no? Yeah, please understand. And please tease this to your kids. Please tease this to your kids. I repeat again. All right? Because they're also online. They're also seeing mobile. They're also taking. So please keep all these things there before we go. And this is where I want to close and hand it over to Dr. Derek. That's the studio where you're watching me from now. I'm sitting here And these are my gadgets. This is my home studio. I've done it on the March 28th, and this is my GoPro. All right, and there I shoot, there I edit. All right, the reason I'm showing you, my dear teachers, is if I want to make a high impact, all right, the only choice is I need to do something what others are not doing. If I want to do something, all right, if I want to be somebody, and my vice chancellor did not ask me to do this, my HOD did not ask me to do it, Shenoy sir, my dean, did not ask me to do it, nobody told asked me to do it. That self-start in life is very important. I will share with you all these things a little later, but I want to stop right here, my dear friends. It's your self-start which is more important. Gaadi hai na aapke paas, gaadi, you have two-wheeler, you have car. If you don't have a self-start, you know how difficult it is to do a kickstart. So better self-start. Have a good mindset, all right? So Derek, thank you so much for coming all the way from UK. Yep. And you are the co-host, you can share. And Dr. Evil, can you just welcome Dr. Derek in the line and then take it forward. Dr. Derek, over to you, sir. Good evening.
Yes.
Well, good morning here, but.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So we welcome you on behalf of Department of Commerce, International Center for Business Studies. So we are really glad to have you with us, and we look forward for a very informative session. Like your profile was introduced to all of us, and we're all really excited to hear from you. So over to you, sir.
Right. Well, I'll share my screen in a minute, but before I get started, there's a couple of things that I'd like to say, because I've done a few of these with colleagues in India, and I know some of the questions that will go through the chat. People are going to say, "Can I have a copy of the slides?" If you wait to the end, you'll get a link, and you can get them. People will also say, what's this got to do with teaching? It has everything to do with teaching, and if you wait, you'll find out exactly what it has to do with teaching. And the other thing is, people say, the audio's rubbish. I might speak too quickly, but the audio won't be rubbish. It'll be your audio, because I'm on a wired internet connection with a high-speed broadband. So, but anything else, put it in the chat and we'll pick it up. So the question is, why creativity and innovation? What on earth has that got to do with teaching in the classroom? Well, we find ourselves in very interesting times at the moment. Everybody knows we've got coronavirus everywhere. All our institutions, our shops, our government, everything was cut off at the knees. Everything just stopped. And I mainly come from the world of speaking, and what happened there was everybody thought, we'll just put everything online. We'll take our courses, our talks, and we'll just take videos and we'll play them online. Sadly, those people haven't really done terribly well, because what's happening is we're not going to just showing people things. We're actually having to create a new sort of learning experience. And at this point, I'd also like to say that because we're not face-to-face, it does not mean we're online. Please, when you're coming up with ideas for any form of learning experience, please think of the people who don't have high-speed broadband, who are not going to get your videos streamed to them. So it can be done, but not face-to-face does not necessarily mean online. It means remote in some way. So at this point, I shall share my screen with you. Hopefully you can see that. So that's why I say it's more than just online delivery. We've got to rethink our entire classroom. Some of the things which you've probably already come across, already taken action about, but a couple of things I'd just like to make you think about really before we really get going. And that is that in times gone by, a lot of students went to their local college or university. Now they have a greater choice. They may still favour their local college or university. They don't have to. Students have become a new currency alongside the rupee or the dollar or whatever. So you're going to have to turn students and possibly their parents into great fans of yours. So you're going to have to do things that are going to attract them. The learning experience has got to be what they want, not what you want to teach them. You're going to have to compete in a similar way to companies actually compete for customers. And the thing about creativity and innovation is that a lot of it, in fact, nearly all of it, depends on behavior. It's what's in your head. So once you've created something that's giving you some sort of advantage over your competitors, other colleges, other universities, it's very hard for them to copy. They can copy what you're showing online. They can copy your course delivery. They can't copy your thought processes. So this is just a little way along a path to what I call becoming a Jedi master of creativity. You won't be a Jedi master in the next half an hour, 40 minutes. But if you become interested and you become intrigued, then you will be. So that's a nice big number. I know Sam has seen this before, but it's 264 quintillion for those people who are not mathematically inclined. That's 264 with 18 zeros. And that in litres is the volume of the Indian Ocean. Now, I'd like to imagine you for a minute that you're not in your home, or you're not in your classroom or whatever. You're on the beach. You've actually gone to the seaside, and you've gone for a swim, and you're having a great time. My friend Sam, who's not as nice as you think he is standing on the beach, and he has in his hand a litre container with 1 billion bacteria in. Now, these bacteria, they're not very nice. They create this. They won't kill you, but they'll create this horrible red dye. Now, these bacteria, they also double in volume every minute. So very quickly, I'd just like you to think about how long is it going to be before you have to jump out of the ocean? Because I'm sure you don't want to turn red. So Sam's got this stuff he's going to pour in, and the Indian Ocean is going to start turning red. So I want you to think about roughly how long. So is it going to be minutes? Is it going to be hours? Is it going to be days? Or is it going to be months? So if you actually hang on there, I've got a Menti slide up somewhere. So you can actually go online and vote. When I say it's there, it's supposed to. Right, okay. I'll just share that screen now. There we go. So I'm sure Sam has actually done this with you before, but if you go to menti.com on your phone or laptop, type in the code 752429 and vote, and we'll just give you a couple of minutes and see how long you actually think that's going to take. So you're by the seaside, you've gone for a swim, and Dr. Evil, otherwise known as Professor Samuel Johnson, is standing there with a litre of seawater with evil bacteria in there. So how long do you think it's going to take?
We see 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Okay, so we see minutes, 10 people opting for minutes in one, saying hours in 1 days, and 2 for months.
Yeah, indeed.
Right,
on my screen, 20 people at 21 are going. Oh,
right, for minutes.
22. Yes. It's going up rapidly. What an interactive bunch you are. So a couple think months, 1 days. Somebody thinks hours, but most people are thinking minutes. Right, I'll leave that ticking upwards. It's going to keep going up that way, I'm sure. So I'll stop sharing that, but I will keep an eye on it, and we'll see where it actually goes to eventually. Let's go back. There we go. So I need to share that screen again. Right, so okay, that was the volume in liters. So the answer actually is 67 minutes and 50 seconds. So I gave the answer in minutes. If you answered minutes, you're probably right. If you answered hours, you're right as well. And that's really the time. And it doesn't matter which of the large oceans you choose. The difference in time is of the order of 4 or 5 minutes. The point I want to make here is that 4 minutes before the end, 33 and a bit minutes after Sam put those bacteria into the sea, that 2 to the power of 4 is 1/16. The ocean would only be 1/16 full of bacteria. You wouldn't have been able to see it. And that's the problem. Now, coronavirus appeared almost as quickly. It appeared very, very quickly. But there are other things that happen. And I have to sort of think of where your students are almost as a marketplace. What actually happens? There's technology, there's social changes. They don't all come with such a great sort of coefficient, if you like, but they all arrive in a roughly exponential way. They arrive a lot quicker than we think they will. So I often use the phrase, we have to be able to jump out of the way of the train, or jump out of the way of the oncoming train before we can see it. We have to be looking a lot further ahead than we used to be able to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through what I call 12 precepts of creativity. They're 12, I wouldn't say rules, you don't have to stick to every one, but they're 12 things. If you think about them and adopt some of them, it will make you creative. It will change your behavior to be something a little more creative. And the first one is adopt a set to break mindset, well, to break sets. And I'm talking here about mindsets. So there are people who will have done things for years just because that's the way they've always done them. That's the way the college has said to do them. That's the way their predecessor in the job did them. Just try and break those mindsets, not change everything just for the sake of it. But if you have fixed patterns, think, why do things have to be that way? Number 2 is close, well, it's related to that. Explore the givens. There's a number of things that form, I suppose you could call the background. Sometimes the givens are things that aren't movable. We can't do anything about them. So government laws and things. But sometimes, as I said, we just look at things and say, well, we'll do it this way. And you ask why. And I'm sure people who've asked their boss why will actually realize sometimes the boss says, just because I say so. But re-examine your assumptions. It could be a project that you wanted to work on for a while, and that means that, and it requires IT, it requires computers, it requires, in this case, maybe cameras. And the cost's been far too much. And somebody has said, we can't do that, it's too expensive. But the cost of a lot of things has come down. The cost of a lot of things has changed. There's different ways to do things now. So please re-examine your assumptions. Don't re-examine everything. Don't waste too much time. But please just take a look at the things you've always thought were going to be fixed. This is, well, not necessarily for people who are just doing a job, shall we say, at the bottom of a hierarchy, but if you're in the middle or at the top, you will realize that you need to, particularly if you're going to be creative and you're going to be curious and you're going to wander about a bit, shall we say. If you focus on detail, there's too much to think about. Similarly, if you focus on the strategy, the broader picture, you won't see enough. So we need to do both. So people when management thinking will have probably heard the term helicopter leadership or something like that. Well, what I'm suggesting is adopt the same ideas for your thinking. So be like a helicopter, go up high, look at the picture, see the general map, see the area, go down low, look at the tactics. How many people, I wonder, will have seen the term play and thought, what's this guy on about? He's nuts. Well, first of all, when we were, say, 4 years old, we played a lot. We stood on top of chairs and they were castles. We got sticks and they were guns and spears. We did all sorts of things. We used your imagination. And then we went to school and the school said, well, we'll have less of that. We're going to teach you to pass exams. And then you moved on to another school or a college and they said, you've got to pass these exams. And the university then said, well, you're going to have to pass these exams and then you get a job. And your employer says, I'm going to send you on a creativity course now. So I'm just suggesting we ought not to educate this concept out of people. I mean, after all, if there are any engineers listening here, you make prototypes. What on earth is creating a prototype? It's playing. It's a structured form of play, but it's playing. If you're doing drama, you're doing performing arts, you're rehearsing, you're playing. So we learn very quickly in this mode, and we do need to use it for some of the things that we are going to do because we are venturing into the unknown. So please value play, don't just dismiss it, but remember, use it wisely. Has anybody ever had somebody come up to them and say, I've got a great idea? And then you said, oh, that's rubbish. I can't do that. We can't do that. Boss won't like it. No. And then they never come back again. Once you've given them, you've sort of dismissed them out of hand, they don't come back, and it can actually be damaging. So sometimes you can't run with people's ideas, but please deal with them in a sympathetic way. So say yes and, not yes but. So don't say yes but, we tried that last year, we can't do it. Say yes and, that's interesting. If we did it in the color yellow, if we added video rather than just do audio, that might work better. So if you can build up on something, that's an awful lot better than just dismissing things. And we're going to be dealing a lot with colleagues, people superiors and people below us. So just be careful how we use them. Some people I know tend to disagree with this, but I believe we need to live with looseness or a degree of ambiguity. Now we because of, well, at the moment anyway, because of the coronavirus, it's not playing, it's not behaving as we want it to. So we can't plan what we're going to do next year. Some people will say, oh yes, but we can do scenario planning. But you still have that degree of flexibility that has to be there, even if you just choose between 2 or 3 scenarios. So I'm suggesting there are other ways of doing things. Maybe you do quite a bit and then you just have a system. You have a college, a department that is able to respond to anything rather than simply just have 1 or 2 options. but we do have to make decisions quickly, and we don't know when we're going to have to make decisions. So precept number 6, live with looseness. Learn to live with that little bit of ambiguity, because those people that can't, you do run a danger of getting quite stressed. I've given up asking this online, but it is number 7. It's part of the set of 12, so I'll mention it. I like to ask in interactive workshops anyway. Is anybody listening or anybody in the audience think that they're not creative? Occasionally there's one or two, and I like that because I can say, you're wrong. Because every single person listening to this is creative. Every single person. If you don't think you're creative, what happened maybe the last time a partner, a brother, sister, or somebody said to you, on the way home from work, on the way home from college, could you get something for me for tonight's meal? You were busy, you rushed, you couldn't do it, so you came up with an excuse. Oh, traffic was terrible. Somebody gave me a lift home and we went straight past the shops. You're storytelling. I used to go out riding on my bike when I was a lot smaller than I am now. My mother used to say, well, come in by 8 o'clock. At 5 to 8, I'd look at my watch. I think it's far too early now. I'll turn it back so it says 5 to 7. And then I would play for another hour. I'd get told off something terrible when I got back, but that was just me. So we are all creative in some way, shape or form. And if our direct role within any organization is not actually a creative role, we're part of the organization. The organization itself can be creative, and it needs everybody's input to make it that way. Now, success is not a solo sport, especially when you are embracing creativity, when you are trying to be innovative. We need others. You've heard talk of people using others as sounding boards, other people contributing to ideas. It doesn't matter whether people are in the same place, whether they're remote. And in fact, being remote gives us many options, because people in India can talk to people in Africa, in the States, in Europe. Everybody can involve somebody else. So we need those ideas, we need sounding boards, we need groups of people to spark off each other. So involve others. You can do some idea generation on your own, but working with other people is much, much more effective. This is a good one. Be receptive to open ideas. Hopefully you're sitting here now thinking, maybe some of this could be useful. Well, actually, first of all, let me tell you, it has been and is being taught as part of MBA programs. And it has also been taught to a very large, well, by me, in fact, to a large international consultancy. So people have used these ideas, but you also need springboards. So not only do you need to be listening now, but you could go to the opera. You could go to see a play. You could go to a restaurant and eat something that you've never eaten before. All of these things can trigger ideas. So be open to new tools, be open to new methodologies. But there are these things that we call springboards, and these could come through pictures, things you see in your daily life, and just trying things out. So please be open to them. But this is great. All of this is really good. But unless you know what you want to get out of it, then you're just wasting your time. So actually know what you want out of it. This could be a confusing one for some people. Cycle often and close late. A lot of things we do are based on cycles. We start doing something, we go round and round a loop, making little tweaks, making little changes, and at some point we say, it's ready now, and that's it. There's a lot of people that just because there's a deadline looming, they think, oh, just get this out of the way. So I'll hand my assignment in, or I'll get this project ready, or I'll publish this document, whatever. And sometimes it's just a little bit too early. So I'm not saying procrastinate, I'm not saying don't start work, but if you're in that loop where you're going round and round in a circle, then maybe just go round a few more times, or pause and then hand in, publish whatever the thing you're working on nearer the deadline. Because often I've done it at school, I've done it at university, had an assignment ready, handed it in, and then kicked myself because there's information that I could have used and would have made it a whole lot better. So cycle often and close late. And finally, manage the process. I've already said know what you really want, but the whole process has to be managed, because Sam will have been telling you about things. You've seen the picture of his little studio. I don't know if you're all going to go out and create a little studio, but whatever you do needs to be managed. So in that case, you've got to manage computers, lighting, microphone, internet connection. You might be doing other things with some of the other tools that you will learn about. All of those require licenses. They require you to be logged on. They might require resources to be sent in advance to people who are working remotely. So the whole process has to be managed. It doesn't have to be an elaborate plan, but it does have to be managed. Now, this is where I have a little bit of fun, and I probably ought to get the chat box up somewhere where I can see it properly. These questions might be familiar to some people because I believe the IAS in India actually used these questions. That's not where they came from. They came from another large international consultancy. I just want to play a little game, if you like, for a few minutes. So I'm not, just type in the chat if you have an answer. The first thing that comes into your head, how do you put a giraffe into a refrigerator? Oh, somebody's already started. Just type it. How do you put a giraffe into a refrigerator? Ah, I see. We do have creative people here. Oh, yes. Yeah, I think you're getting the idea there. Well, let's move on to question 2, shall we? How about this one? Or how about advancing my slide? How about, how do you put an elephant into a refrigerator? I know these are challenging questions for a Wednesday afternoon, but I'm asking them for a reason. Okay. Yeah, okay, that'll do for now. How about there, number 3, the king of the jungle? He's having a big party. He doesn't care about social distancing. He's having a party, but what animal isn't there? Okay, several people have latched onto that quite quickly. And finally, your last question here. You have to get across an alligator-infested river. How? So how were you going to get across the alligator-infested river? I can see at least one person has fallen. I wouldn't say fallen into the trap because it makes it sound really bad that they've actually said this. But I'm sure you'll all realize that. Well, first of all, a few people have said not possible to some of the answers. Somebody has said the question is inconclusive. Well, it is possible to answer all of the questions, and the question is, and somebody else has just picked up there and then. What you will realize, well, first of all, number one is a simple question. How do you get the giraffe into the refrigerator? Number two sort of follows on, but it sort of makes the assumption that if you can get a giraffe in, then you might be able to get an elephant in. Number three, of course, if you've got the elephant in, as long as you haven't got the giraffe in as well, then it's fairly obvious that the elephant's not there. And the alligator-infested river, well, build a bridge. Uber might have just opened a speedboat taxi service. The river could be dry. The point is, to the person who said question is inconclusive, you're sort of right. But the point I'm making is that if we go, let's go back to question number one. All I have said is that there is a giraffe and I'm asking you to put it into a refrigerator. Okay, if you're in a business or environment, you might say, well, is it a real giraffe? Is it a real refrigerator? Or how big are these things? But the point is, and this is a great example of what I call boundary value analysis. If the boundaries aren't there, why put the boundary there in the first place? So a valid answer to this could be, draw a picture of a giraffe, take a photo of a giraffe. It could be an inflatable giraffe, so stick a pin in, scrunch it up, put it into the refrigerator. Somebody once said, take a giraffe, put it into a blender and put it into a refrigerator, which is not very nice, but a possible answer. So number two, the elephant could be the same. It could be inflatable. It might not be. It might not be the same refrigerator. Who knows? This is sort of logical, but usually people start falling into a trap. They're trying to be logical with these, and they are not logical questions. That is the whole point. There are one or two givens, one or two boundaries, if you like, in each one. So it is valid to come back and say, can we have some more information? But if I say, which I do, you can't have any more information, but you have to answer the question, then there are lots and lots of possible answers. Now, this is a set of questions. As I said, it was created by what used to be Anderson Consulting and is now Accenture. And the questions were given to people, to managers, in fact, all over the world. And there aren't any right answers or wrong answers, but you can have, because we are dealing with creativity, you can appreciate there are richer answers, answers that are much more imaginative than other answers. So they also gave these questions to children. And the best answers actually came from 6-year-old children, those people who we've not yet told that it's bad to play. So yes, the answers are still coming in. We obviously do still have some very creative people in the audience. But that is the reason for this. And this is an example of, I mean, there is a creative technique called boundary value analysis or boundary analysis. And what we do is unpick the boundaries. So if the boundaries aren't there, don't put them there. And if they are there, then maybe give them a little prod just to see how big, how restrictive they actually are. So all these things are great. So far, I've been talking about precepts, which are in a way theoretical concepts. But these things can actually ask Alexa. Now, that's a good one. Whilst we're actually doing this, I challenge somebody to actually ask Alexa and tell us what the answer is. So yes, these are things that I'd like you to think about, which actually, there aren't actually 12 of them, but they do relate to the precepts that I have been talking about. So mindsets, we have our mindsets, the things that we might have to break or challenge. You've got mindsets of the people that you're teaching. So what sort of mindset do they have? Do they have fixed mindsets? Do they have a mindset that you need to learn from? They're there all the same, and then more difficult to gauge. Now we're more likely to be remote from them. There's going to be a lot more self-reflection in teaching. For those people who just want to throw things at students, that requires an awful lot of work. There's going to be a lot more, should we say, self-reflection, flexible learning, such that students find things out for themselves, but within a framework. So all of these things will apply. Open-ended questions, flexible learning. Personality matters a lot. If you're managing a face-to-face classroom, you can deal with the introverts and the extroverts and the troublemakers. Not so easy online. There are ways to do it. And in fact, some of the techniques that you used in face-to-face teaching will actually work. But you sometimes just have to find out ways of exactly how to do it. So problem finding. A lot more, I suppose a typical way of doing this would be an assignment. You set boundaries and allow people to go away and play in a sandpit. They find the problems. When I did my MBA, it was with an organization called the Open University, which you may or may not have heard of. And one of their things was they were very, very good on giving out marks, even if what you produced was, I wouldn't say rubbish, but if you had a couple of management models, for instance, and you tried to combine them because you thought that would solve a particular problem, if your rationale for doing it was okay, then and even if you failed at the final hurdle, you would actually get most, if not all, of the marks. So think about it like playing in a sandpit. Set up the parameters, give people knowledge, let them play and see what happens. Let them take risks. I'm sure many people listening will have heard of the flipped classroom, and I think Sam also mentions it. But for those who have never heard of it before, it's just turning things on their head. When we did face-to-face teaching, we took a class and then we gave people a handout with some reminders on. And that's what I call high level and low level learning. The high level learning takes place in a classroom or an interactive session. The low level learning is just the facts and the figures. Now, a much more effective way to do it when we're dealing remotely is to swap those around. So give the low-level learning out first, send out handouts, send out little videos or whatever with the facts in, and give much more value to those interactive sessions where you can actually add value. You're not just turning the handle and letting people follow the rules. You're letting them play a bit and find out more, but you're there to help them. There are plenty of role models around, role models and experts, great people to learn from. So if you have the chance to have anybody speak to you either remotely or at your college, then please do. There's always something you can learn. Be reasonable. Don't expect somebody to talk about agriculture when you're a theoretical mathematician and expect to learn something, but you know what I mean. And the design thinking is going to be absolutely crucial. In commerce and industry, it's already used. There's a whole load of stuff. If you Google design thinking in education, you'll find reams and reams of stuff, models, useful stuff you can use. But in a sense, it does what I said at the beginning. It puts the student at the heart of things. In commerce, the customer is put at the heart of things. So it's not anymore about universities and colleges giving their wisdom to students in exchange for large amounts of money. It's the students actually saying, this is what we want, this is what we need, this is the way we want to learn. So, and that's up to you guys to think about. It's not actually up to me to tell you how to do that because it's context dependent. But if you embrace design thinking, you'll end up with a better experience for your students. Now, I know this is the bit Sam's been waiting for, because when I normally do this, we have 3 top tips, but we have 4 today. So Sam, I hope he's listening. But number 1, record everything. How many times do we leap out of bed? Do we go eureka or leap out of the bath? I've got a great idea. Or maybe you're with a colleague and you say to your colleague, when we get back to the office, when we get back to the campus, remind me about that. I'll write it down. That was great. And you don't. It's impossible. So carry something with you everywhere to record things. It could be a simple notepad or notebook. Everybody has a voice recorder on their smartphone. There is a little, as I said on the slide, there's an app called otter.ai, which is available for Apple and Android. And that is essentially a voice recorder. But in the free version, I suggest you don't need to pay for the other version. You've got 600 minutes per month of transcribing. So if you come up with a minute's worth of ideas and you can transcribe it, you can automatically transcribe it and turn it into text to send it to somebody. So record everything. There will be times when we're actually working on something, doesn't matter what it is, and it's tough. We haven't got it finished. We haven't got an answer if it's a problem. Stop, as Coco Chanel said, don't keep banging your head on a wall hoping to turn it into a door. Go away, distract yourself, do something on your own, do something with other people. It doesn't really matter, but because of the way our brains work, what will actually happen is parts of your brain will keep on working and ideas will come, but not when you're expecting it, hence the record everything. So just distract yourself. It's daydream. It's perfectly allowable, and I'm sure your boss will let you do it as long as you don't do it all day. This is the extra tip that I've inserted before the last one. Be curious. Creativity doesn't happen without curiosity. But through the ages, there have been a number of very curious people that have achieved great things. In fact, Albert Einstein actually claimed that he was useless at school. Now, I don't know whether he was or not. I'm inclined not to believe it, but he claimed that he was useless at school. But what he did claim he had was an unbelievable sense of curiosity. He wanted to know absolutely everything. Possibly the world's greatest curious person was a chap called Leonardo da Vinci. Now, Leonardo, he painted, he was an engineer, and there was, the things he didn't do, his legacy was lots and lots and lots of notebooks with drawings and to-do lists, designs for things that couldn't yet be built. I mean, he had a design for a helicopter. And the other thing was, he had lists of people he wanted to meet. So if there are people in your field that you want to meet, make a note of it, approach them, be curious. And I thought, why my tip there says Google everything. Maybe not quite everything, but if you Google, oh, I don't know. There's too many things now to even think about Googling. But if you're curious in something, Google it, see what Google says about it. It may give you some ideas about what to do with it or how to use it. Or once your curiosity is satisfied, then fine. The other thing to think about is invoking curiosity in students. Because what happens when we're curious, we find curious people are more willing to, we find it, once for instance, if you buy a new television, if you're curious about how the remote control works or something, you're more likely to get it working than if you just say, oh, I'll leave it to the weekend. All sorts of things become become easier or get better results if we're curious. So please be curious and stop surrounding yourselves with incurious people. Those are the people that will hold you back with your ideas. And finally, when you've come up with something that you think is great, this could easily apply to an entrepreneur. It could easily apply to a lecturer or a teacher. Ask young children. They may not know what it is you're actually doing. But if you explain an idea to them, the first thing is, if your explanation is no good, they'll tell you if they don't get it. And if your idea is just generally rubbish, they will tell you. They're brutally honest. Now, yes, you might want to ask other people as well, but young children are very, very honest. So in a nutshell, record everything, distract yourself, be curious, and ask young children. So this is where we come to the end. If you want to ask questions, then you can snap that QR code. That will give you my contact details. The links.co address will take you to some links where there's links to the website and the slides. The other things are how to get hold of me on Twitter, email, phone number, etc. So we're going to have a few questions now, I believe. But if we haven't got time to answer them all, or there's something that comes to mind later, please get in touch. I promise I won't bite your head off, charge you any money or anything like that. I'll do my best to answer them. So thank you very much for listening.
Yes. So thank you so much, Derek. So thank you so much for the very informative session, I must say. You spoke about mind mapping tips, techniques, self-reflection and teaching that we all can incorporate. And you spoke about flexibility in learning, and also design thinking tools were emphasized on. I think it's all out there. The tools are out there for all of us, but to make the best out of what is available is totally up to us. Thank you for those inspiring thoughts. I now leave the audience. You can ask us questions. You can ask Sir Derek questions from what he shared. If you have any doubts, you can put it on the chat section there. Go ahead and ask questions, if any.
Oh, just out of interest, the survey or the Menti survey, 129 people have said minutes and 19 have said hours. So yes, they're all fairly good guesses.
That's great. That's great. Okay.
Okay, let's put my chat in front of me and then I can see.
Yes, so I've got a couple of, yes, there are no questions, but yes, there are a lot of applause, appreciation, messages.
That's very nice. But yeah, if anybody does have any questions, because what happens is, as I know, you go away and you think,
yes,
yeah,
I have here one. How to inspire creativity in students?
how to inspire creativity in students. Well, in a way, that goes against what I was saying about the idea of throwing stuff at people. In a way, you've got to make people you have to make them curious. I can imagine that your students will be very, very creative themselves, but you have to give them the opportunity. So a bit like the giraffe and elephant exercise, if you were to set an assignment with some sort of, where some of the boundaries hadn't actually been fully where you hadn't described all of the boundaries, then they might at first be a little puzzled. But if you said, well, there aren't any, this is the assignment, go do it. I mean, as a well, it's not a remote example, but as an example, I have done in face-to-face workshops before, is piled all the furniture up in the middle of the room, and when people come in, you can hear people actually moaning and groaning about the fact that the furniture's piled up. Some people want to put the tables and chairs back the way they would want to be, they would think they should be put back, and some people will say, is there a better way of putting the tables and chairs back? And that's the sort of thinking that you actually want. You want an improvement or something different. And once curiosity is aroused, people will stay curious because as I said, it's a lot easier to actually deal with things when you're interested in it, when you are curious.
That's right. I think we have another question here. How to get your students to interact with teacher during online classes?
Well, first of all, you need to be interesting. I hate to say it, but some teachers, maybe the delivery style isn't that interesting, maybe the content isn't that interesting. What you actually have to do is make it interesting, because people will mute their audio, they will mute their video, and they will go away. So there are things. Well, you've seen Sam use Menti, I've used Menti. There's all sorts of things that you can do. I'm sure Sam will go through some of them, but they're interactive whiteboards. Once you get them interested in participating, they actually won't want to stop. And once the students, I wouldn't say take over, but once the students get involved, it makes it so much easier, because when you're standing face to face in a classroom, it's hard work delivering to a classroom or a lecture theatre full of students. But once they start wanting to learn, and that's why I made the point actually about the flipped classroom, if you have things that they need to know, so mathematical theorems, statistical theorems, chemical formulae, if you let them have all that beforehand, then they can be asking questions, they can be interacting when you're actually interacting with them, and it makes it a lot easier. But just handing these things over is not going to work.
Right. I think you've also answered Abdul's query here of how online classes, how do you interact with the students, because their videos are turned off and they're muted. So how do you know that they're understanding the concept? I think you've just addressed that as well.
Yeah, and there are ways you have to do. I mean, the other thing is how do you know they're there? Because as we all know, people sign in and they want to. They attend to get a certificate or something. That's the only reason some of them are there. But what you actually want to do as a teacher is test their learning. So you can test their learning during an online session, or you can say, well, this is your challenge, and by next week I want you to have done this, and this. And if it's just make it impossible for them to do it without having been attentive, and that's really all you can do. And they will soon learn that you can't just attend and switch off And purely from a college management point of thing, if you have all these good ideas about getting students learning rather than teachers teaching, it will appeal to parents for younger students. So yeah, there's all these things that people do, using peer pressure. I mean, if some of the students embrace it, then some of the other students won't want to be left out.
Right.
So you can just make it all interesting. I mean, some of the things that I've done or seen online, people have had dance parties online. Now, I'm not saying we should all be dancing whilst learning mathematics and geography, but there are activities that you could do together as part of learning, which you might do if you were all together in a classroom. Why can't you do it? Now, off the top of my head, I'll be struggled to think of one. But if it's interactive, I'm actually going to an event tonight, and everybody's going to be sitting there in front of Zoom with their own dinner and their own drink. But it's going to be a dinner party. And I'm sure everybody is going to interact.
That's right. Yes, I think that answers it. We also have a question from our YouTube viewers as well. So the question is how to overcome behavioral problems among students while teaching online.
Well, that's not really my forte, but the first thing is, hopefully wherever they are, they're on their own. And ultimately, if you have real behavioral problems, you can actually just chop them off. Now, in a way, we don't want to do that, but that is your ultimate sanction. Depending on what Zoom license you have, you can create breakout rooms, and you can actually put people in breakout rooms. So you can actually go and talk to a student directly without anybody else hearing. So all that's possible. So apart from, because you can't always see physical signs, you can still do a lot of the things that you would do face to face. So if you have behavioral problems with a student, what would you normally say to them? Don't just assume that you have to tell everybody that Samuel Johnson is being naughty. You can actually put him in a breakout room and have a word with him whilst other people are doing things. It's all possible. So yes,
but I'm not naughty.
Sam,
you know me better. You know me better.
I do. After so many years, I know you far too well.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the things you would do face to face, you can do online. You just have to know how to do them.
So I think more questions are all on the same lines as to how we can make it interesting and how to avoid a student who mocks at you during online sessions.
I'm there for that answer.
Yes. So we'll take it later. So I think, so that's about it.
Anything else for Derek? Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Derek, for adding a new thing. This time I saw something new, the 4th point. Yeah. Creativity does not happen without curiosity. I'm going to pick up from there. Thank you for that. Wonderful.
Indeed. So if anybody does have any questions which we haven't answered, send them my way.
I'm
more than happy to.
Do you have your textbook?
Oh.
Yeah, please show it to the audience. Let them know that that's your
Here we are.
book. Yeah, creativity in action. Yeah, that's a good one. So that's what we used, my dear audience. I will share it with everyone in the WhatsApp, in email, and all that. And I will also quickly share. I think so. I did share this, right? Your website, Derek, with your permission. So this is Derek's website. So there are a lot of things. Derek, where do you keep all that notes? Where do you want me to go? About or?
Yes, about and. Actually, the notes from the. Well, it depends what you mean. The resources are in about rethinking the future, but if you want today's slides,
like home,
where are you now? Rethink about.
Yeah.
Rethinking the future.
All right. So I click this rethinking the future. My dear friends, you see here downloadable resources that you can use as you wish. All right. So there's so much here. And there's even books, what is written, articles, free ebooks, innovation handbook, visualization tools, amazing things are here. So please.
And it's all free.
Yeah, and it's all free. And that's the beauty of it. And visionaries will always do that. And I'm sure Derek is one of the best visionary here. I'm also trying to share this link. Yeah, I put it on the Zoom. Vikas sir, please take it and put it on the YouTube chat also. So it's there for all of you. Yeah, I'm putting it again and again so that you get it. Please, when somebody is doing so much. So my thing is, can we create something and give it free for others? Can we have a heart of sharing? Can I make my content online? You know, there's a difference between download and upload, my dear teachers. What Derek has done, I know him, he's been busy, you know, traveling continents, not just, you know, one place in UK. All right, sometimes he teaches and trains in Mexico, sometimes in the US. But one thing I understood from him is knowledge, what he has, sharing. All right, so please see my, let me do one thing. Can you see my, is my video there now or no? Yes or no?
Yes, your video is on.
Is my video is on, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. So I don't know whether you can see my action. Yep. My left hand is down, my right hand is up. Everyone, please observe this. I tell this in all my webinars and seminars. Download. Anyone who keeps downloading, lifelong downloading, life will be down. Anyone who is uploading, their life will be going up. Choice is yours. When MAHE is doing this workshop for all of you, absolutely free. When Derek can give absolutely free, when things can happen so well, why can't you and me? Why can't Deepti Shetty do? Why can't Savita Mantri do? Why can't Shalini do? Why can't Sanjay Saxena do? Why can't Esther Girijila do? Why can't Professor Khush do? Why can't Sunanda do? Is my questions right or wrong? Why can't Sunita Pandey do? Self-explanatory questions. इतने साल जिंदगी में बर्बाद हो गया अपना जिंदगी. Download. Take the research paper. Take the, and you know what? Such a crazy thing I tell you about our mindset. I get a webinar information from some college and some IIM or some whatever. I keep it to myself. I don't even give it to my neighbor in the same department. Why? Insecure number one. एक सिनेमा निकालो उसके ऊपर. Insecure number one, not coolie number one. So much of insecurity that others will become big. I will become small. Nobody will become big. Nobody will become small. If you have the right talent, if you have the right mindset, you will keep growing. But I'm not saying downloading is wrong. We need to download, but please put a weightage. मेरे जिंदगी भर मैं डाउनलोड ही करूंगा तो मेरी जिंदगी डाउन जाएगा भाई. என்னோட வாழ்க்கை நான் ஃபுல் டவுன்லோட் பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தா வாழ்க்கை ஃபுல்லா டவுன்ல ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். हिंदी में बोला, तमिल में बोला, तेलुगु बोला, English में I'm saying. So Dr. Derek, thank you so much for your great vision that you're making documentaries, you being a very senior professor, all right, doing so much work. Thank you for your kind gesture. Thank you for taking your time off. I guess it's your lunch break now. Have a good lunch.
It's soon will. Actually, there's just one other thing I thought of actually related to curiosity.
Yeah,
and that came along with the information from that Greg Orme book was the concept of lifelong learning. Lifelong learning is something you don't want, which goes against the grain.
Yeah,
because they said if you're into lifelong learning, then your examination is just before you die. The Grim Reaper says, and excuse me, Sam, and what did you learn all throughout your life? Now you're about to die. We want to test you. So that's where curiosity comes in. So you can be curious one day and maybe not curious the next, or maybe you're curious for a whole week and then you go on holiday. So the point is you actually learn in lots of small pieces, rather than just treat it all as one endless anyway. One last thought to leave you with.
Thank you. I want to ask you one quick question before you leave. I want to know a little bit because, after traveling a lot, different cultures, different systems, I want to know from your side, and from my side, I will speak from here, where I'm living in my country. Plans are plenty, results are empty. I repeat again, plans are plenty of planning. I will do research paper, I will do Scopus paper, I will do this, I will do funding, I will do consulting, I will do this, I will do that. I know that Paramatma is coming. Plans are plenty, results are empty. Is it the same in UK also, Derek?
Yes, you have to be careful. You actually have to be careful who you talk to, because without being nasty to universities and colleges, that's where a lot of that behavior actually comes from. It happens a lot in commerce as well, but the people who and I suspect the point you're about to make is that the people who actually get somewhere are the people who actually take action rather than making plans all the time.
Action.
And in fact, that's one of the common reasons why innovation fails. People say, "Well, we've been working on this for months. What did you do?" Well, we had lots of meetings. We had lots of meetings about it, and we discussed it. Well, what did you do? Well, we didn't do anything. And that's what happens. People have meetings about meetings and have meetings to set up groups to have more meetings. And that's what happens. You need to by all means make a plan, but do something.
Good. So before we conclude of your session, I would like to remind all the audience, it was you who gave a feedback in the starting, in that survey. Do you want to be somebody or anybody? You want to be someone, anyone? Most of the people said, I want to be someone. I don't want to be anyone. Yeah, it's a good thing that all of us want to be someone. If you want to be anyone, do anything and you'll be anyone. But as a professor, as an academician, as a teacher, all right, even though I teach entrepreneurship, I teach lean startup management, I teach social entrepreneurship. Now there are thousands of teachers in the world, but still I have to do something to be someone what others are not doing. My curriculum, my design, my projects, my consulting, my students' work should be something more than what others are not doing. Then I can be someone. Otherwise, I'll just be like anyone, and the life will just keep going on. Lockdown 1, lockdown 2, lockdown 5.0, lockdown 10.0. At the end of the day, 6 by 3 by 2. You know what is 6 by 3 by 2? Anyone in the chat? Can you tell me? Everybody has to go to 6 by 3 by 2. What is it? 6 by 3 by 2. 6 by 3 by 2. Can somebody tell me what is it? 6 by 3 by 2. Oh, yeah. Coffin. That, yeah. My dear friends, if anybody is giving you tension in your life, you don't get stressed up and, just remember 6 by 3 by 2. All right. So I'm going to pick up from where Dr. Derek has told. Amazingly, creativity does not happen without curiosity. All right. Are you curious that during lockdown, I'll be a high impact professor? Are you curious that I need to do something what I've never done before? Keeping all the challenges in mind. Yeah. All right. So the reason this question is given and the reason this pause is to make you think. We have a lot of challenging situations in the future. All right. So there we go. I'm sure that each of us will do the best, whether you're teaching in school. I know there are a lot of participants who are attending from school levels, from CBSE schools, from colleges, from other states. It's going to be the same. Okay. So let's go with some few tools on mind mapping and see how this will help you in your courses, how this can help you as a teacher. All right. Before that, let's keep the ground rules clear. Let's quickly go. And where is this? I think so I was somewhere here. Yeah. So Dr. Evelyn, is it there?
So yes, it's clear. Yes, yes. So we can see your house, your mini studio setup that you shared with us last time.
No, that's where I stopped. Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. So there we go. Let's start up. And yeah, let me close the chat. So, all right. Okay. Now, go to the chat and type what comes to your mind. If you're watching on YouTube, you have a comment section there. If you're watching on Zoom, you have a comment section down, chat. When the word hit, H-I-T, hit, go to the chat and type what comes to your mind. Quick. Whatever comes to your mind when you, all right. Okay, Shalini says hit the target. Hit it, do it. Yeah. Ma'am, can you please read?
Yes, it is praised by many, change, achieve, aim, mind mapping, recording video, high impact teaching, violence, hit the goal. It is aim, hitting a ball.
Yeah, Vikas sir, what is on
my
YouTube?
enemy.
YouTube maybe dekho thoda. They are also our friends only. They should not be deprived. Anyway, I can see it here. I'm just kidding. Yeah. All right.
You can see that. Okay.
All right. So there is somebody, excellent information, unlimited, ultimate destination. I'm reading from the YouTube. Yeah. Bhagyashree says ultimate. All right. Okay. Good. Good. It's going on better.
It says hit coronavirus. There's an interesting recent Telugu movie. Okay.
Oh, recent
hit hardly
movie.
anything you want to achieve.
Okay. Hit hardly anything you want to achieve. Huh? Okay. All right, madam. So everyone, participants, thank you so much for being so, it's so encouraging when we get responses. Now, we'll also have a last 10-15 minutes. I'll open up for audience. I'll even unmute you and you can even talk, because when we go for tools and practice tomorrow complete and today also a little homework, it will be definitely useful for all of you. Yeah. So there we go. This is my interpretation. HIT. All right. High impact teaching. All right. And madam, can you please read the quotation what I gave down?
It says, if you want to be super hit, you need to be super fit.
You want to be a super hit, you need to be a
super fit.
I'll stop and share the screen now. Both in physical life, emotional life, right? You want to be a super hit person. Hey, you need to be super fit. Getting the point? You need to be super fit. In your teaching, you need to be super fit. In your curriculum, you need to be super fit. In your lesson plan, session plan, assignment. When it comes to curriculum design and course file, what do we do in course file? 2019, 2020 course file, you bring it now, change the cover page, put 2020, 21, and go give it to the HOD. Finish, aram se. We keep doing the same old things, but we want students to do new things. Wow. बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा. दुनिया में सबसे खराब चीज वो होती है भाई कि हम कुछ ना करें लेकिन बच्चे सब करें. I want to tell you very strongly, my dear audience, very strongly, don't mistake me. If a professor and a faculty cannot do their homework, you don't have a right to be a teacher. You don't have a right to give homework to the students. Write it very strongly. You may feel, why is he talking like this? I am a PhD. Hey, PhD is for your selfishness. It's for your personal growth. It's for your API. It's for your promotion. And it's for your job. It's not for the students. If anybody has any apprehension against it, come talk to me. I will butcher right now. PhD is for your personal growth. It's for your API. But through your research, can you make an impact to your teaching? You're getting the point. Every research we do, there's an impact factor. Yes or no? H index, I index, impact factor. Good. I'm not against it. It is compulsory. It's good. But does your impact factor bring impact in your teaching? Does your impact factor bring impact in your society? Now, when I'm putting these questions, my dear friends, you may ask this, ये बंदे ने क्या किया? You know, ये हिंदुस्तान का खून है ना? First, the question will come. He's talking so much. What did he do? सब दिखाऊंगा बेटा, सब दिखाऊंगा. I'll show everything. I'll only show first tomorrow what I did during lockdown, only during lockdown. Book chapter is done. Funded project also applied. 2 papers on review. High scopus, high impact without payment. 4 consultancies of industry signed up. All right. Every month, 80,000, 1 lakh, 1,20,000. Only industry consulting, online. Apart from having 16 hours of workload. Apart from having 4 subjects for teach. Apart from having every class 105 students into 4 batches. I will show you my timetable. I'll show you everything, my dear teacher. I'm just a teacher like you. The reason I'm talking so tough is teaching is not a joke. Teaching is not a joke. If you think teaching is a joke, just sit like a joker and don't attend any webinars. You'll still get your salary and life will go better. We need to shape, because the topic is amazingly given by MAHE, right? High impact teaching skills. Hey, you want to be hit? You need to be super fit, boss. So let's all come together. Let's share our experiences. What is it I'm doing in my course? What is it you're doing in your course? Let's all come together. There is a chat, there is WhatsApp, there is Telegram. Rather than saying, I know this, let's say, hey, can we all do this? I never know. Deepti Sethi may give me some good idea. Prasad Rao can give me good an idea. Vikas can give me good idea. I don't know. But for that, we need to have an open mindset. Then only skill set is important. That's why I asked you a question in the starting, which is important, mindset or skill set? Most of you said mindset. All right. My dean is a big terror. Who told you? What terrorist told you? It's a mindset who's telling your dean is a terror. Dean is good. Yes or no? My mother-in-law. Oh my God. My mother-in-law. Arey, you are also going to be a mother-in-law once upon a time. Tera bhi time aayega, beta. Then you'll sing that song. Tera time aayega, sabka time aayega. Who told you your mother-in-law is like lion, like tiger? Your mind is telling you, no? Whenever you saw your mother-in-law, wow, Madhuri Dixit ka माँ, ऐसा सोचना रे अंदर के अंदर दिल खुश हो जा, थोड़ा मक्खन लगा दे बुड्ढी को, खुश हो जाएगी वो. I'm telling you the naked truth. Yes or no? My wife is there. My wife's mother is there. My wife's mother's mother. That means my wife's grandmother is still alive, 84 years. And my strategy is very simple. I never want to impress my wife because never possible. I don't want to impress my mother-in-law. All right. Getting the point? Are you able to hear me, everybody? Yes, no, no, yes. But you know what? Whom I'm impressing? मेरे बीबी का दादी है ना बुड्ढी. मैं उसको हर 2 दिन में एक बार every week 1 call. हाय दीदी या दादी कैसी हो? No, she is so happy. पूरा दुनिया को बोल देती है. Sam ने कॉल किया मेरे को. Sam ने कॉल किया. All right. That message will go to my mother-in-law. Now, my mother-in-law is very happy. Arey Baba, he is not only calling me, he is calling my mother. Array, life is simple, don't complicate it, my dear friends. Likle, write down. Life is simple, don't complicate it. Your HOD is simple, don't complicate with your HOD. Your dean is simple, don't complicate with your dean. Your co-faculty is very simple, don't complicate with your dean. Your students are simple to handle, don't complicate with them. Sir, their copyings are online. Arey, main ek baat puchu kya? Shall I ask you one question? You think when COVID was not there, students are not copying? Answer my question, boss. अरे नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी इमेज प्रोसेसिंग के साथ कहाँ कहाँ अंदर अंदर रख के करता है वो, तेरे को नहीं पता, मेरे को नहीं पता, उल्लू तो मैं बना ना. But now you're saying online people are copying. What is your problem? Our job is to make courses in such a way it is impacting the child's life, not marks. Mark sheet is a piece of paper. Agree, disagree? Put it on the chat. Mark sheet is a piece of paper. Statement number 2. Mark sheet cannot talk in the placement. Mark sheet is inside the file of the placement. It is the bheja from the brain which the student has to talk. So can our high impact teaching come in such a way that our children can amazingly communicate? Tell them, hey, this is what I learned from my prof. And then industry will definitely, because when you have a high impact teaching skills, your students will be high impact students. And then industry always wants people to create impact, all right? Because there's no examination in the industry. There is no semester exam, end-term exam in the industry. It's work or perish, perform or perish, perform or perish. Why can't we bring that in academics? Perform or perish. I know my questions are little, making you think it's just a self-introspection. All right. I'm sure, all right, you want to be a super hit, you need to be super fit. So through mind technologies, through mind mapping, let's quickly see what are those things which each of us, can have amazingly well. And let's go. Now, from now, I'll do marathon series. All right, Dr. Evelyn, are you there? Yep.
I'm there. I'm here.
Okay. What do you see on the screen? Quickly, what are the words?
I see H.I.T. I see HIT, IPL, no, fail, key.
All right. H.I.T. stands for high impact teaching skills. All right. Madam, please write down because I'm going to stop sharing the screen and I'm going to talk live. Okay. Yes. H.I.T., IPL, no, fail, key. All right. IPL. Yes. All right. So the minute it says IPL, what comes to your mind? Go quickly put on the chat. IPL बोला तो क्या आता है? This time it's going to be in some way UAE, I guess. Yeah, IPL. Even Bangalore has got a very good team. Karnataka has a big team. Cricket. IPL means cricket. Very good. Oh, wow. Okay, remember all the teachers. IPL. A teacher, all right, has to be interactive, practical, lively. A teaching has to be interactive, practical, lively. IPL. If your courses are interactive, whether it's online, offline, remote learning, it doesn't matter. All right. Courses has to be interactive. It has to be practical, not theoretical, for which the teacher has to do a lot of homework, a lot of case studies, a lot of industry. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing so that you get a little idea. Okay, this can be done. And I'm not saying that's the best idea. It's up to you to choose. You're getting my point? So can somebody type it on the chat? Interactive, practical, learning. All right. Interactive, practical, lively. Individual, personalized learning. There's so many ways you can do it. All right. Then that's what happens in IPL. All right. No. Whenever people say no, sir, it's not possible online. No means next opportunity. If one tool is not working, there's a next opportunity. If this is not working, that. If that is not, but there's nothing called no in life. Next opportunity. All right, cool. What is the other word, madam? IPL is over. No is over. HIT is over.
We have failed.
Fail, huh? My dear teachers, when you're coming with a new mindset of learning online, new mindset, you may fail sometimes in the starting. For example, when you touch your screen, sometimes you don't know how to mute, how to unmute. When you're writing on the screen, your handwriting will go beyond Kanyakumari. It happens because we are not used to it. It is not our mistake. We are learning. You're getting the point? So don't worry, all right? Anything which you fail, it's a first attempt in learning. FAIL, first attempt in learning. The people who fail more are the people who learn fast more. But you can't keep failing always. You need to keep learning and keeping up and going up. All right, so first time you tried it, don't worry. You failed, you don't worry. Okay, madam, what's the next one? Quick.
So we have key.
Key.
K-E-Y.
Many people say, sir, what is the key? What is the key? I get a lot of comments like, you're very energetic. What is the key? What is the key? There's nothing key. All right. What is the key of success? What is the secret of success? These are the questions, right? Yes or no? Key. All right. No matter you have 20 years experience, 30 years experience, 40 years experience, उसको थोड़ा बाजू रखो. COVID ने सबको नंगा कर दिया है. COVID did not spare anybody. All right, Abdul sir, am I right what I'm talking about? Yes. The key here is KEY. Keep extending yourself. KEY. I did one case study last year. Keep extending your case studies. I did one research paper last year. Keep extending yourself. KEY. That is the only key which is in your hands. Now, key cannot be done by your dean. Key cannot be done by your HOD. Key cannot be done by your vice chancellor. All right. They can only give you policies and rules, but you have to turn the key on. All right, my dear teachers, have a target. All right. And be selfish in personal growth. All right. I hope you're understanding. Be selfish means you have to have time for yourself among your busy schedule. And when we saw the database, 50-50%, male versus female, there was equal ratio. And I want to tell you, all the women, we need to give you hats off, because a working mother, a working lady, working from home with the children, cooking, classes, my God, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Hats off to you. And here men has to come into picture. A little support, a little help. Because see, I don't know, my mind is we've stopped our maidservant. We can't call because people said, no, you can't bring people. All right, so nothing wrong. So I told my wife, she's prof and I'm prof. She's a PhD in psychology and she's doing in other work and I'm into this. All right, I say, boss, bartan mai dho lunga. I'll clean all the vessels whenever it is. You take care of cooking. I bring the things once in a week and they come, somehow my mard home. Abhi pata chala kya bhai tu mard hai? Bachpan mein pata chala tere ko. I'm a man. Why should I clean the vessel? Who told you this? Show me one theory in PhD that man should not clean the vessel. Show me a null hypothesis. Show me regression, p-value, test value, t-square. This is the mindset of our cheap thinking. Help each other. Support each other. Because sabki lagi hai. Ellarku aapda in the COVID. Are you understand what I'm saying? A little support, a little give and take, a little adjustment. Now here I want to give you my personal quote, which I wrote in the month of April, and that became a good hit. And many people said after that, sir, why don't you put every day one quote? I said, I'm not that much Gyani that every day I'll put one quote, maybe weekly one or two. So this quote, what I wrote is, it's on my website. You guys can check it later. When the whole world is out of order, don't expect everything to be in order. I repeat again. When the whole world is out of order, don't think and expect everything to be in order. Getting the point? The whole world is out of order. We need to adjust, we need to give, we need to take. All right? Clear? And it's subjective. So this has to come from the mindset that everyone is equal. Everyone has to support each other. All right? Now, I'll ask you one very, very sensitive question. My dear adult learners, all right? sensitive question, and honestly answer it without anything. Okay, I have a statement, true false, you tell me, or not true false, agree disagree, agree disagree. It's not true false, it's a statement. Don't mistake me for my statement. Okay, it's my opinion statement. In research methodology, you can remove it after your validation. Okay, my statement is men are emotionally weak than women. Agree disagree, come on, let me see. Men are emotionally weak than women. Somebody told this statement and I'm telling you, do you agree to this? And if I talk on this, it's a one-day program. I did a one complete day on this, 8 hours. It was wonderful. Not to full extent, agree, 100% agree. Madam, coordinator, madam, convener, madam, Dr. Everell Fernandez.
Yes, sir. I see agree, majority agree. And yes, agree.
And
disagree from one. Okay, disagree, Manitha. 100%, 100% from Arun. Okay.
That Arun has given percentage full.
Yes.
Because so, experience speaks, bechara.
So disagree.
See, there is, it's highly subjective question. Okay, it's not an objective question. It differs from person to person. So it just cannot be so generalized. Yeah, but I just wanted to hear from you. So could you be, I just told, but it's a very highly subjective, number one. And whatever we're discussing here for the next 2 days, we cannot generalize. And I always use the word highly subjective, means what applies to me may not apply to you, because your situation is different. My situation is different. You're getting my point, what I'm talking about? Yeah. All right. So that's what it is. Yeah. And we'll come to that. Let me quickly share and take these tools. Let's start working on them. Where are we now? Madam, is it on the screen there, H.I.T?
Yes, sir.
All right. So it's high impact teaching, interactive, practical, and lively. Next opportunity, fail. All right. First attempt in learning. Key is keep extending your work, keep extending your life, keep extending yourself. Don't stop with your success. All right. So these are the things which will make you a super hit. Super hit. All right. Now, this is what I asked you. Do you want to be someone, anyone? Most of you said, I want to be someone. All right. I want to take a different path. I would have want. All right. You want to have your core competencies. You have to develop your core competencies as a teacher. Yes. Now what is happening in the learning and development stage? Now what's happening in technology? We need to create our core competencies, my dear teachers. Yeah. So let's go here because it's all about mind mapping. We're going to go to the tools. All right. So ma'am, can you please read about the left hemisphere and right hemisphere? Quick.
Right. It says logic in the left hemisphere, language, mathematics, sequence, listening, writing, reading.
Yeah, all these major functions come from the left hemisphere. My dear audience, all these are from the left hemisphere. Yeah, but can you quickly go to the chat and is our student's brain and the teacher's brain only one hemisphere or two hemisphere? What is it?
I see two.
Two. All right, and everyone knows it. Left and right hemisphere. But what happens in a college is, you see here, we ask our students, listen my class, write my notes, write my lectures, write my assignments, read, solve the problem, do the logic, do the coding, it's all left brain. But what happens in right brain is, because you're saying innovation and high impact teaching and creativity, what Dr. Derek has told, ma'am, can you please read what's on the right, please, quickly?
It says intuitive on the right, spatial skills is that right, rhythm, music, image, color, and creativity.
Now, creativity comes from the right hemisphere, but there's a lot of neurological connections. There's a lot of synaptic connection. There's a lot of technical words. We'll come to it later. But first, we have to understand creativity is not a left brain. Creativity is a right brain map. All right. The music, the color, the image, the spatial skills. Now, how to go to Bangalore airport? So I say, hey, go there, go to Hebel, go from there, take that. All right. Spatial skills, intuition. All right. But you see there, ma'am, there are two brains, right? Now I removed one. All right. Is there now? This
Yeah,
is
we have
what
left just one.
this is what happens in an academic institution. And during the school days, during the early days, it's nice. Everything is colorful, a lot of community, a lot of charts. But when they come to higher education, we're just telling them, hey, come on, write, read, write exam, do this, do that, do that. Not everybody, I'm telling you in general, not all. All right. I'm not saying anyone specific. All right. So this is what's happening. Let's come to the truth. So here I have an activity now. All right. And what we'll do is I will take a audience. Okay. So let me stop sharing the screen here. I will randomly pick an audience and let us see who is there now to take it up. Okay. Because some people are attending by sitting at home, some are traveling, all right, and some are listening. So let's go there. Okay. Yazid Zayan. Y-A-Z-E-E-D Zayan. Are you there? Can you, all right, okay. Now let me go to Deepti. I see somebody there, Deepti Sethi. I give you a co-host. Yeah, so Professor Deepti Sethi, can you unmute yourself? You can unmute yourself. We are the.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Very good evening, sir.
Good evening. Introduce yourself quickly in a minute so that you're going to participate in our activity now. Introduce yourself.
My name is Deepti Sethi. By profession, I'm a teacher. I'm teaching just only class LKG to second right now. 3 subjects, English, EVS, and Maths. And I'm a parenting coach.
Yeah,
where? I am a parenting coach and mind trainer also.
Wonderful. So this will be a good thing that we have all the coaches also here in our program. It's a good thing that we can learn from many people. Is that okay, madam? Yeah. So are you able to see the screen, madam? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Dr. Evelyn, please have
yes, sir.
Yeah, please have a timer.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, please have timer. And Deepti ma'am, when I say 1, 2, 3, okay?
Yes,
you will
sir.
read all the words as fast as possible, from yellow down to orange, only the words, okay? And I want to know how much time you take. Okay. I'm also putting a clock timer here. Participants also can use, participants have mobiles, you can use. And Evelyn ma'am,
yes,
Vikas,
yes,
sir.
yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, start, madam.
Yellow, black, purple, orange, blue, green, blue, red, yellow, green, red, blue, orange, green, red, black, purple, orange.
Stop. How many seconds, madam?
8.50.
Sorry.
Yes.
Let me stop sharing the screen. Okay. 8 seconds. Deepti Shetty phad diya. Fadafat, you know, more than Japan Gadi, you know, she was like super fire. Okay, 8 seconds. Now, what did I tell you about the left brain and the right brain? Reading. She was reading. Reading comes from which brain? Left brain.
Left brain.
Yeah, she was speaking. Left brain. All right, she was able to comprehend. Left brain. All right, so fast. 8 seconds. Now, my dear teachers, it is 8 seconds. Okay, Deepti Chatterjee, again, I'm going to put the screen. I'm going to change the question. All right. And Dr. Evelyn, please make the note of the time. Okay.
Yes,
these are important activities for mind mapping. Yeah. Simple ones, but you should know how to infer it. Many people know this, but inference is important. Okay, Deepti ji, back to the same question now. Is it okay?
Yes,
now, sir. I don't want you to read words. I want you to read the color. Is it okay?
Okay.
For example, what's the first one? Is it yellow or green?
It is written yellow, but it is green actually. So I have to say green.
Yeah, you will only read the color, not the word. I repeat again.
Right.
You will read the color. For example, green, all right? Red,
right, sir.
blue, yellow, blue, black. You getting the point?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Again, timer, please, madam.
Shall we start? Yes.
Yeah, madam, you only say 1, 2, 3, madam.
2, 3, go.
Green, yellow, red, black, green, purple, blue. No, sorry, red. Blue, red, blue, black, green, yellow, black, or green.
Stop.
18 seconds. So it's 18.27.
लगी ना सबकी? Yeah, ma. Brother and sisters. Bye, behno. Atmanirbhar. Self-learning. My dear friends, when Deepti Shetty did first activity, she was like super fast. Why? It's only the left brain. From childhood, she knows it. She was like, fat, 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 fat. But when I said, don't read the word, read the color. Now quickly go to the chat and type, color comes from left brain or right brain?
Right brain.
Right brain. But you're reading also, right? You're reading also. You're speaking also. Now reading
Both
comes.
the brains were working.
Now you see, my dear friends, when half the brain took 8 seconds, full brain should take 16 plus seconds, definitely. So it's mathematically proved. You're getting the point? Now, what we do as academicians, as teachers, the problem in our academics is we want everything to be from left brain. But we want creative assignments. We want innovative assignments. Hey, creativity comes from whole brain, not just right brain or left brain. So our assignments, our presentations, our co-work, everything. So Deepti is from a early childhood school. All right. But whether it's early childhood, school, colleges, higher education, brain is brain. And just because Deepti is teaching early childhood, I want to tell everyone, please understand, brain grows only to the age of 5. Brain, 90% of the brain, 90%, except the NFC, neurofrontal cortex, 90% of the brain is grown till the age of 5.5. After that, throughout the life is only 10%, boss. This most of the people don't know. And the NFC, which is the neurofrontal cortex here, that's the most important. This is where thinking comes in. But there's so much biology to be learned. Don't worry. Tomorrow, we're going to have in-depth. All right. So are you able to understand, my dear teachers? You saw a live example here. You saw how Deepti Shetty, all right, was able to read like a bullet gun. But when it came to the second activity, she was stuck. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We are not robots. We are not super specialists. Make teachers understand how they can still learn better. How students can learn whole brain, because mind mapping has got so much to do with whole brain thinking. All right. So we'll come to that other things later, but I hope you're understanding that mind mapping is not a joke. It needs serious time to take off. All right. It takes time to take off. All right. You need to be slow. Thinking has to happen. All right. So just follow with me. All right. You go to Google and search for yourself. Tony Buzan, Tony, Tony Buzan. Tony Buzan is considered as a father of mind mapping. He's got amazing books. All right. You should definitely attend some of his programs. Tony Buzan, Tony. Ma'am, Dr. Evelyn, can you just type it on the chat? Anybody? The organizers?
TonyBuzan, right?
Yeah, Tony, Tony Buzan. Yeah, you can search it later on Google. It's everywhere. Tony Buzan. He is the one who brought amazing theory, and it's been well accepted in the world of research that brain never likes to learn linearly. Brain never likes to learn linear. For example, you go to the class. Today's topic is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fat, bachcha mar jayega. They'll just switch off the brain because they say, "Arey bap, I can't take so much." Okay, brain doesn't like to learn linearly. Brain likes to learn unilateral. All right, even the neuroplasticity, it's all about getting the point. There's so much. Now look at my action, my dear friends. Is my video full now? I'm not sharing anything. I'm just on my video. Prasad Rao Garu, yes or no? Yes. Okay. See my action. Neuron 1, neuron 2. 2 neurons. If I put fevistick here and just add it here, and I ask you to break my hand, if you hit it hard, it's easy to break. Yes or no? Because the fevistick is very less. Are you getting my point? Yes, no? Yes or no? Now, if I put fevistick so much, this much, full like this, full here, rather than this much, this is stronger or this is stronger? Which is stronger? You can type it on the chat. The first person or the second person? This is the first neuron connection. This is second neuron connection. Which will be more stronger when I put fevistick? This much or this much? First one or the second one? Full length finger or the tip of the finger? You can type anything. Tip of the finger or full length finger? All right. Now second is stronger. Now I'm going to throw you a third model. All right. This one is more stronger. Can you see my action here? This one, all right? Or this one, second or third? No, this is third. This is first. This is second, and totally tweet third. Now, which is more stronger? Third. Thank you. Now, 1, 2, 3. Now, this is fourth. Now, is this the fourth is the strongest? Strongest? Or the third is more stronger? Now, this is my full tweeted, full two hands. Stronger.
I think fourth is the strongest. Fourth is the option.
So, my dear friends, I want to tell you one thing, that your students, when they learn, as a teacher, when you teach, your neural connections has to be the most strongest. So it should be like this. But how does it happen? By practice, by practice, by practice, by practice. Most of the mind coaches, they know it, what I'm talking about. The more you think, the more. So today, if you learn something new from today's program, there is a new neural connection in your mind. Yes or no? You're getting my point, what I'm talking about, my dear teachers? Yeah, are you with me, everyone? Yes, no? No, yes. Yeah. So this is how we need to work. Okay. So there is a traditional way of doing mind mapping, and there is a digital way. Now we are all locked down. So we need to learn some online digital tools. Okay. So it'll just take 5 minutes. So anyway, we have 15 more minutes. We'll close it up. So let me go share the screen and show you how I used to teach using mind mapping before. Where are we now? Okay. So let's go here. All right, the co-chairs, people, are you there, everyone?
Yes, yes.
What is there on the screen?
It says Samuel Johnson, VIT. I can see the YouTube page that you've opened up.
Okay, and Samuel Johnson, VIT, let's say data structures. I don't know, I was teaching this course 8-9 years before when I was handling systems. There we go. Is it there? First one?
Yes.
Okay.
Video lecture.
Madam, how many years before, madam, I did this, madam?
It says 8 years.
Madam, 8 years before, madam, was COVID there, madam?
No, sir.
Then why, madam, I was doing all this 8 years before, madam?
I think you've adopted it quite early.
Early bird gets the worm.
That's right.
Yeah. Now you see that video there. Can you see there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. This was all self. I'm talking about 8 years before. I didn't have a big smartphone. I had an external Logitech small one. I put it on the tel, went to the classroom, put the paper, and I was teaching data structures using mind mapping. What is mind mapping? You bring everything to the central thing, and you can have an entire course as a review, whatever course you teach. You see there. For any subject. Right? Are people able to see, madam?
So we see data structures.
Okay.
Where our faculty members have used it and how creative the students. In one chart, it is easy for the student to recollect and to visualize the whole subject in one chart, rather than just writing the subject point by point by point. And for this in this algorithm analysis, we have this complexity, we have DEPT. If you go here, we have two things. We have HIT.
Okay, so let me stop sharing the screen. Now, what do you see on the screen is there is a central theme, there are sub branches, and there are sub branches. So name of the subject should start in the central theme. All right. Now you have unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5. Am I with you, everyone? You're getting my point? 5 units. Now every unit will also have sub branches. Am I correct? Hey, yes, no, no, yes. Somebody has to answer me. Otherwise, I don't understand.
We can hear you very
clearly. No, keep replying so that
yes.
Yeah, so there are, I don't know, is it the same for MAHE also? 5 units or 6 units per subject?
Yes, sir. We have 6, and the last one is activity-based learning.
Activity-based. So 5 units to teach, and the 5th is a
activity
project and experiential learning and activities. Yeah. So now you take a course and put it in the center. Okay. And you can also have unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5 as a main branches. Now, after the main branches, you also have sub branches. All right. Now, this is very, very, very simple. All right. On a paper, because this is how Tony Buzan brought his early research. All right. Tony Buzan, he brought this concept. Okay. But now we're all locked down. So there are some good tools which I would like to propose, because today is the day where you will go register yourself and try, and we will send you a Google Classroom code and you'll upload it. It's pretty simple. Let's go and try that. Okay. And it's very simple, my dear teachers. Don't think it's tough. All right. Technology is very simple. Just need to handle it soon. All right. So there we go to Google. Madam, are you able to see there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you see there, Tony Buzan mind map?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the guy. All right. You just go and put his name. He's a world-renowned person. TonyBuzan.com, inventor of mind mapping. Can you see that?
Yes.
So plenty of materials are available. I've been following their programs from 2000, I think so 8 or 7, when I first was working in the training and development in Chennai, and they introduced me to Tony Buzan Group, and then we started working and got learning, and I was so fascinated by this. Then I said, hey, why can't I do that for my course? All right, and I'm telling you, all right, can you see on the screen? Free for you, exclusive book. In the point, just go give your email, you're going to book, you're getting 101 tips. Okay, so we'll put that. Can somebody put it www.tonybuzan.com on both on YouTube? Vikas sir, put it on YouTube, and ma'am, put it on Zoom so that people get an opportunity. All right, now if you see these pictures here, all right, you'll get amazing thing what they do, how they do, why they do. All right, there's a lot of books available. Now let's go and see the same mind mapping rather than doing normally. All right, how we can do it. But the thing of mind mapping is what Tony Buzan and his research has told is that a picture speaks more than 1,000 words, all of us know. So every node, every structure, every branch should have some picture so that children can just see the pic and understand, hey, they're talking something about, accounting. They're talking something about profit and loss. They're talking something about investment. They're talking something about stock exchange. You're getting the point. So that much they should know. So what I'll request all of you is go to Google and type Miro, M-I-R-O. Madam, what do you see this, madam, here? Can you read it?
We see Miro free online collaborative whiteboard platform.
Yeah, is it free or is it paid, madam?
It says free online collaborative platform.
Yeah, so please go to Miro, all right? And this is your homework for today, because tomorrow we're going to have so many tools, complete package of tools, homework. And you should also upload your course so that we help you out. So what you need to do is you just need to go here and sign up. You're getting the point? Just sign up, okay? So once you sign up, you have your account. You just need to go log in. If you have your email, you can go through email. If you have a G Suite, it's well and good. Nothing wrong, you can just work about it and see how it'll give you an amazing platform. Yeah. I'm just trying to log in and see how it can help you to get further into Miro. The same mind mapping, what we do on paper, now everything can be done on a dashboard. All right. So madam, can you see that on the screen now?
Yes, I can see dashboard.
Yeah, you can see my name on the left. Yeah.
Right.
And then dashboard, and then mind map, and then story, blah, blah, blah. So either you can create a new dashboard, all right? Okay, and it says on the left, you see you've created 24 boards. That means the previous one. So I go to this mind map here. I click this mind map, all right? And I just go there and work, okay, which whatever I've done, and it'll just take me through the entire storyboard, all right? So let me just show you the previous ones. It'll help you to just get a small snippet. Yeah. So it'll just take you to the center of it. And I'll also, ma'am, can we send all the videos tonight so that people can also practice? Yeah.
Yes, sir, we'll do that.
They can practice and they can work. They can choose how they want to do it. Now, can you see in between, sir, everyone?
Yes, yes.
Audience, can you type it on the chat so that the coordinators also understand that we are all on the same page? Yeah. All right.
Yes, I see yes. I see a lot of yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. Now, what happens is you see in the center, all right, can you see there? There's a problem, something there?
Yes, there's a problem in the center.
Okay. So that will be, madam, just tell me any subject, madam, what MAHE is teaching now or anyone.
We have integrated program course. You want a subject,
No,
cultures and communication. Business communication.
Business communication. Okay, madam.
Yes.
Now this is a subject, madam.
Yes.
Now, whenever you type on that, you need to double click that. Okay. Number one. Number two, you see on the right hand top one, there's something called share. Now I can share this with my faculty colleagues also. If we are teaching two people, co-teach, I can share this with my students. Whatever I make changes, automatically it gets changed there. All right. Now, left-hand side, you see here, this is like a word paint, easy to understand. There are templates. You can take a text. You can put a sticky notes. Can you see the sticky notes there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Yeah. And oh, lot. And down you come and see, you can slide, you can presentation mode, you can chat with the audience in the team, because if you have a group of students and say, hey, we're going to have a discussion, you can chat. You can even record this. Get in the
yes.
Yeah. So I guess I'm audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
All right. So there was some issue there. I just had to change. So let's quickly share the screen. Yeah. And see to the right hand bottom side. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. Now business communication is there. All right. And let me take up here. On the right hand bottom, come to the right hand bottom, everyone. You see there, the more I zoom in, it becomes small. Can you see that automatically?
Yes.
The more I zoom out. Okay, this is now, let's quickly go and do I'll just do a small thing. It's up to you. Now, this is business communication, right?
Yes.
Assuming you have your own course on business communication.
Yes.
Introduction of your lecture. You can go to YouTube, take this hyperlink on the top, insert the link there. So entire things comes over there. It's so easy. So students need not go every time to YouTube or to links. You're getting my point?
Yes.
Place the link here and put apply. Now come to the right hand side. There are two nodes here, right? All right. So assuming you want to give here, type something. All right, madam.
Process of communication.
Unit 1, right?
Yes, unit 1.
Then we have unit 2. Then I'm coming to the left hand side, madam, and I'm saying unit 3. I'm saying unit 4, and I put enter. I get one more node. You just need to put enter. Okay.
Okay.
Unit 5, enter. And unit 6 is what? Action learning. No? What is that?
Yes, it's ABC. It's activity based learning. We call it ABL. Yes.
Unit 6. Okay. Now you see. Now again, for every unit, you can give hyperlink. Now in unit 1, madam, tell me what are the other topics you have in unit 1. Just
in unit 1, we would discuss about the basic principles of communication.
Basic principles
yes.
of. You see, it automatically takes it. You know. Yeah.
Yes.
Now like that, I want everyone to keep typing. All right. So you make all your links. All right. And for every link, you can put a picture, you can put a color, you can put hyperlinks, you can mark, you can note the whole syllabus. See, when you put everything like that, it becomes one. Now, this is only one, my dear teachers. In the same dashboard, you can keep all your courses in one dashboard. It's such a fantastic tool, I tell you. It's a mind-blowing tool. All right. So the first three will be free, you know, to use as much as possible. Try working on it. Put your hyperlinks. All right. So for example, I'm teaching, say something called CSR course. All right. So
Yes.
course. All right. CSR elective. Now I go to YouTube. Are you able to see the YouTube, my friends?
Yes. Yes.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes. Yes, sir. You're on the
So
page.
I go there and I put Samuel Johnson, VIT, CSR, something. I don't know whether it's a very old course, 5 years before. Can you see that? So every course, I used to have a introduction video, every course. So that in this video, can you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so this is in 2014 and 16.
2014. Yes.
Yeah. So I take this YouTube link. Can you see there, madam? I copy it. I come back to my mind map. Now, is there my Miro board?
Yes, you're on.
Yeah, so I double click the center. Wherever I want, I just double click. Okay. Then I go to the hyperlink. So there's insert link there.
Yes.
And I click this insert link. Okay. And I go paste it and there's apply. So now you see here, course on CSR, there's already a link. Getting my point? That is introduction. Then I go to unit 1, unit 2, unit 3. And I can give synchronous, I can give asynchronous. It is a world of opportunity, my dear professor. That's how the whole course is designed for 2 days. Creativity, innovation, high impact teaching skills, mind mapping. All right. So tomorrow you will get at least more than 20-25 tools. We'll keep working on it. This is just a trailer hai. Picture बाकी है. ये ट्रेलर सीखने के लिए तुमको 1 हफ्ता लग जाएगा भाई. It will take minimum 1 week. All right, to go in depth of Miro. I'm talking about in depth. But to learn basics, today we will send you video links, short video links. You please see it and try developing yourself. Now, by doing all this, you're not only going to enrich yourself, you're also going to make the job of the learner easy during an online learning. And if the student wants to have revision, he need not go chapter 1, chapter 2, email 1, email 2, मैंने PPT जुलाई में भेजा, मैंने PPT जून में भेजा, उसको टेंशन ही नहीं है. Just go to one Miro board, click wherever it is. So even this will help children. If parents are helping the children, you just need to communicate this to parents. I'm talking about school educators. Parents ko bhej do bhai. Parents know how to click, where to go. Right? So it will be helpful to anyone. Right? I'm sure today now it's 6 p.m. sharp. So we don't want to take much time. We do have time tomorrow. And tomorrow it's going to be more fun, more engaging. I hope today was just a beginning. I really want to thank MAHE, the whole team, for taking so much of efforts. Yeah. So what I'll do, Dr. Evelyn, with your kind permission, just a minute before we close. Yeah. I would like to unmute everyone. Okay. Anyone who feels now empowered or feel wow, unmute yourself. Toko, chalo, bolo jaldi. Quick, unmute.
Yes.
You have choice to unmute. Fast.
Wow.
I'm absolutely
wow.
One by one.
Great.
Wait.
Very informative.
Wow. Great, sir.
Wait. It is not Republic TV. Wait.
Thank you, sir.
Wait. One at a time.
Wow, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
very good evening. Very informative and very exciting. We learned so many things from your side.
Thank you very much. This is very
excellent and marvelous.
Great session.
Wait. I muted everyone. Please wait. Wait. I'm sorry. Okay. Wait. They're raising hands. Let me give one by one. Otherwise, yeah. DHANESH. Kone bhai? Yeah. Dinesh, can you unmute yourself?
Dinesh Karchi. He's raised his hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hi, good evening,
Hi, sir.
sir.
Hello. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, please introduce yourself before attending the workshop. After attending
sir. Myself, Mr. Karche Dhanesh, working as a the trained graduate teacher in one of the CBC school in Baramati. Secondary teacher. And my qualification is MA MEd and subject English.
What do you feel about the program after attending the program?
Sir, it is actually very nice, and just you can say we just got relief from that particular all type of stress and all. That nowadays also we are just in a house and working online. So how to manage our work and everything that we understood.
Thank you, sir. Good luck. We'll do the best. Yeah, tomorrow we have long time. Okay. One of you can unmute, any one. Munib Ahmadji. Munib Ahmadji is raising hand. And then Deepti Sethi and then Kavita,
Thank
whatever.
you very much, sir, for giving me the opportunity. I'm very happy. I thought in the starting 3 hours, how you people are going to bind us and how you people are going to show new ways. I was really fortunate to be a part of this. I was with that circumstances, I joined your session. But at the end of the session, really, sir, I can say wow. And I appreciate Derek sir's session, creativity. Definitely, sir, it will help me as well as my students when I'm teaching them online.
Thank you, Ahmad Bhai. Picture baki hai. Ahmad Bhai, kal picture baki hai. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless. Yeah. Deepti Sethi, unmute. Somebody was there raising hand. Yeah. Pratima Gunnog, unmute.
Hello.
Yes, Ji. Introduce yourself, please.
I am Pratima Guru, and I'm a research scholar in Central University, South Bihar in education.
Wow.
Sir, I have thank you. And interesting is a very not a appropriate word for all the energy, drive, and excitement that you pump in this time. And everything that you spoke of is so relatable because I am been notorious in the class for raising too many questions because there is too much of curiosity and at times so I really feel when you back on
Bihar se ho ka?
nahi, I'm actually from Bhubaneswar. Right now in Kolkata, but for my PhD I'm in Gaya, but because of lockdown I'm at home.
Both university mein ho ka Gaya mein?
Yeah, yes, Gaya. Both Gaya is very close to it, and very interesting, and everything that you said is so much required. And something which I want to highlight more than the content is the energy that you radiate. And the session and your energy and your humor is so interesting. So anything that you say, it goes deep inside and it stays with us. All that humor that you, and I think as teacher or being involved with education, we need to learn this skill.
So, Pratima ji, do you say that even online teaching can be impactful if you really do it?
Yes. You have just demonstrated. You have not lectured, but you have demonstrated how it can be done. So if there are people who think how, why, I think they need to reflect and then they need to look up to you how it can be done. If you can do, I think everybody can do it.
Good.
So thank you so much for this energy.
Yeah. There's one international participant, Yazid Zayan. Could you unmute yourself, brother? I can see you're raising hand for a long time. Y-A-Z-E-E-D. Zaid, can you unmute yourself? I don't know from which country, but I think so. He's driving. Yeah, could you please speak, Yazid?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Hey, good afternoon. Which country are you, brother? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Nigeria. So
you're in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Oh, so happy to see you, brother, all the way from Nigeria. Welcome.
Thank you. I can't hear you.
Yeah, what do you want to share?
Yeah, the session has been very educative and interesting.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I got the chance to attend this session, and I would like to, I'll be willing to attend tomorrow to be part of the session. It's been very educative so far.
Good. Thank you. And we love your team. Nigeria football team is amazing, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
God bless. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Deepti Sethi, you're raising your hand. Yeah. Unmute.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. First of all, मैं हिंदी में कहना चाहूंगी, गुरु गोविंद दोनों खड़े काके लागू पाए, बलिहारी गुरु आपके जिन्हें गोविंद दिए मिलाए. I hope you understand.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. तो जिस तरह से ये टूल्स हमको पता चले हैं, जिस तरह से ये नॉलेजेबल थिंग्स हमको सब हिंदी शायद हिंदी पसंद ना करते हो, लेकिन मैं हिंदी में ही बोलना चाहूंगी.
बोलिए.
जिस तरह से ये टूल्स, ये सब नॉलेज, इंफॉर्मेशन हमारी तरफ आई हैं, इतने पॉजिटिव वे में आई हैं कि इसको ग्रास्प करने के अलावा हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. वो हमारे अंदर चली गई हैं और कल के सेशन का वेट ही नहीं हो रहा है शायद.
Don't worry. Tomorrow we'll catch up at 2:45.
Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity.
All credit goes to MAHE team and Manipal Academy of Higher Education for their excellent planning. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
Prasad Rao sir. Prasad Rao sir is raising hand. Anyone? I don't know.
Hello.
Haji, Libertra Xavier.
Yeah, I'm from Kanyakumari. Actually, you are frequently told about Kanyakumari. I'm from Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu.
Kanyakumari, my brother-in-law is from near your place only.
Oh.
Yeah,
nice place. It was very energetic, sir. Just if it could have been 1 hour more for me, I feel so. I'm a higher secondary teacher. I'm teaching in the ICSE school. It was very, very, very useful for me because I can take this mind map technique in my teaching because I am a commerce teacher. So it will be very helpful for me to teach my children. Thank you so much, sir.
Just give this as an assignment. The children will love it. I tell you, it depends on your creativity. Yeah. So
yes,
any help we are there. Tomorrow also we are there. Okay. Any last one or two, because we didn't want to have tomorrow we have anyone or two. Just want to.
There are few on YouTube. You want me to read?
Oh, please. Yeah, please read on YouTube. Yeah, please.
Hello there. Okay. Can I step in for a minute?
Yes, sir. Dr. Mujtaba Momion. I'm sorry.
Yes, this is Dr. Mujtaba Momin, and I'm joining in from Kuwait.
Oh, from Kuwait.
Yes, I'm working with the American University of Middle East. This
Wonderful.
University is in affiliation with. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum assalam. Happy to see you, Mr. Singh. By the way, let me please comment on Samuel's presentation. Samuel, it was a fantastic presentation. I really loved it. Everyone has appreciated, and I really don't think I have anything else to say. One thing which you really demonstrated was how online learning can be a rich channel of communication. It's not that, of course, in person, you can communicate with your presence, your vibes, but even through an online medium, we can get so much closer. That was demonstrated by you. I'm so happy to see you, and I'm really looking forward to the session that's coming up tomorrow. Derek's presentation was also so nice, and what you said about giving and sharing resonates very strongly with me. Thank you for your talk today. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Good luck.
Happy that you could take time all the way from Kuwait, from Nigeria. I don't know, from many people. Thank you, sir. Dr.
The pleasure is all mine. The privilege is all mine. Thank you. Nice seeing you, Mr. Singh. I hope to connect with you tonight.
Hello.
Okay. Dr. V. Shanmugashangan.
Yeah, same. We are meeting quite often, Samuel.
Yes, sir. I saw you on many of my webinars. Yes, thank you.
Yes, all the webinars. So it was quite interesting. And if at all would have been, it means I would have slept in the afternoon post lunch session. It was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow, kindly let me know how many apps are there for this online programs. This type of we know only very few, but 5 or 6 only we know. Yes, so if you could tell us tomorrow, in your class,
tomorrow, yes,
that will be much helpful for us, sir.
Definitely, sir. Thank you.
And probably we'll be inviting you for our university also. Probably this talk is going on.
Okay.
So be ready.
Sure. Any available slots? Definitely, sir. We're ready to help anyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
MAHE is there, VIT is there. We all have to come together. Yes.
I'm from Annamalai University. I think hope you remember me.
Yes. I've been to Annamalai every year. I used to come to your MBA business school, Pattabiram sir.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I have to train the teachers. So, but it's a wonderful place, huh? Chidambaram. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay, Vikas, over to the YouTube, please.
Okay, so we have Mr. Sharon saying, amazing, sir. I didn't notice how 3 hours was spent. This session was so interesting. And Ms. Lata says, really, we are interested in more sessions like this and webinars like this. Thank you, MAHE and Manipal.
Yeah.
And Dr. Divina Pauline says, though I have used these tools, I thoroughly enjoyed the encouraging talk from Derek sir and an open talk from Samuel sir. Thank you.
Good.
Mr. Zakir Hussain says, I want to speak, but I'm on YouTube. One thing I would like to say, both the sessions were IPL. And finally, Mr. Madhusudan says, thank you for informative session and educative session, Samuel sir, from Ms. Sheila. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Yes. So can we mute all the participants if you don't have anything else to share?
Somebody from MAHE also has to say something, no?
Yes.
As a participant from MAHE.
Yes. Do we have anyone from MAHE willing to share
Yes.
their experience as well?
I am
On
Abdul.
request of Abdul
Yeah,
Aziz, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I am Abdul Aziz. I am from Department of Atomic and Molecular Physics. Though I have a lot of experience, but your session was very great. Both the sessions are very great, very mindful. This last one, I have to experience. I'm using mind map already in my classes, but this one I have to try. So thank you very much. A wonderful session. Expecting more for tomorrow. I'll give you more details, my feedbacks tomorrow. But today it's wonderful. Very
Thank
great.
you
Thank you
so
so much.
much. Thank you so much, Abdul sir.
And especially for the Department of Communication, you did very good.
Department of Commerce, yes. Thank you so much.
Commerce, Department of Commerce, very good. Good, actually.
Thank you so much,
You
sir.
utilize the opportunities. Very good.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, for your words.
Good to see you.
Okay, thank you very much for such a wonderful session, Samuel sir. And it is world is so small that I got my friend after 14 years in this seminar only. Dr.
Yes,
Mustafa.
if you can introduce yourself to us, sir.
Yeah, my name is Anil. I am FDP specialist over here.
Okay.
And I've got, we have done couple of LTT. I'm a corporate trainer. And Dr. Mustafa has been from Dubai. And we met him just right now. He has given the feedback. We met after 14 years.
Oh, wow, that's great.
So just for looking to his feedback. So thank you very much, Samuel sir. It's a Samagam, Sangam. You can come with all Gyan Ganga Gangam. So let the energy flow tomorrow thereafter. Thank you very much.
Wow. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful, warm feedback. So anybody else? Yes, about the feedback links, all of that will be posted in the groups. Anybody else?
In all the groups, we'll post it. We'll post the notes, we'll post the websites, and Dr. Evelyn and team will post the, yes. Arvili Silva, yes.
Good evening, ma'am, and good evening, one and all. Thanks to the whole Manipal University team for organizing such a...
Madam, where are you calling from? Which state?
Yeah,
madam?
I am from Vellore district of Tamil Nadu. I am from Auxilium College.
Tamil Nadu?
Yes, sir.
Sambar.
So,
Okay.
I'm a full-time PhD scholar.
Hmm.
And separate appreciation to Dr. Evelyn Fernandez for maintaining her composure in her presentation over video. So which everyone has to follow. So thank you, ma'am. And sir, a selfie with you will give lots of answer now, right?
Selfie. Some people are taking with the laptop and screen and sending.
Yeah, selfie.
Okay, Minda Igra or MINDAYIRGA. They're from some country. They are raising hand. Can you unmute yourself, brother? MINDAYIRGA. You're on mute. You need to unmute. Yeah, just press that. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. I am from Ethiopia. Actually, I am from one of Ethiopian universities. So my friend working here, an Indian friend, sent me the message. Then I joined you very late because this Zoom is not working properly. That's why I joined very late. I think 40 or 45 minutes late.
No problem. The whole video is there on the YouTube. Yeah, we will send you the links. What do you teach in Ethiopia, brother?
Yeah.
What do you teach in Ethiopia?
I am teaching management, and currently I am dean for College of Business and Economics in one of Ethiopian universities by the name
In
Weltika
Ethiopia.
University. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm Shwetanka Prasad, sir.
हाँ जी प्रसाद जी बोलिए श्वेतांका.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for giving us so valuable teaching, like download and upload, sir. I will always remember. And I am from MAHE MTMC, Jamshedpur, Jharkhand.
Jharkhand, अरे बाप रे. हाँ.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Jamshedpur, you should definitely go to, whenever you go to XLRA, please meet my prof, Dr. Israel. He teaches in XLRA, marketing research.
Sir.
He is the one who introduced me mind mapping in the year 2002 in my first year MBA. He is now teaching in XLRA. You should definitely meet him if at all you, or we'll connect you. Yeah, Dr.
Thank you, sir.
Israel from XLRA. Which sector in Jamshedpur are you?
I am in Manipal Tata Medical College as a tutor in Department of Biochemistry, sir.
Okay, cool, good. Keep doing good work, Manipal.
MAHE.
MAHE is doing an amazing job in all the phases, whether it's medical or engineering or whatever. Yeah. And Dr. Evelyn Fernandez, there is a very different course. You please check the chat. It's such a surprising. People say quickly finish the program. They're saying if possible, please extend this to
3 days.
3 days.
Wow, we would definitely be having many more programs scheduled for the coming months. So tune in, and we will really connect to Samuel Johnson, Professor, and we'll get more such talks.
Yeah. So whoever has typed that Dada Hayat, just to inform that MAHE and Dr. Evelyn team is going to every month a series till December, if I'm not wrong, with various people across the globe and speakers. We are going to join hands and do amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for all this information. 1 week FDP will be more useful. Oh, Dr. Evelyn, your responsibility is going to increase now.
We have to look into this. Yes.
I told you yesterday itself in the meeting.
Right. Yes, that's right.
Right. So good. Anyways, everyone, be safe, whichever country. Thank you from coming from Ethiopia. Mindra Igra, the team. We have so many programs for business schools. Okay. We will give you all the details. You please share it with your students and teachers. Okay. Everything is free. Don't worry. Yeah. We from India, we are ready to help anytime, anywhere, as much as possible. That's the power of India. All right.
Thank you,
we believe in upliftment. All right. So all of us will come together. Is it okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you
Madam,
so much, dear
please
participants.
close it, madam.
Yes. Thank you so much, dear participants, for your positive responses. We have with this Dr. Priyanka Pandey, the co-coordinator who's organized and helped me organize this FTP as well. So Dr. Priyanka Pandey, if you can share a few words of appreciation to all the delegates.
Priyanka Pandey ji was waiting. Okay.
Yes. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes.
Priyanka ji, aa jaiye line pe. Camera
Yes, sir.
ready.
Hi, sir. The session was really wonderful. So I want to thank
all credit goes to you people, co-conveners, conveners. Great job.
So I want to propose vote of thanks. I want to thank my HOD, Dr. Sandeep Shenoy, sir, and honorable guest speakers for the session and esteemed delegates. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks. I, Dr. Priyanka Pandey, FDP co-coordinator, on behalf of Department of Commerce, International Center for Business Studies, and the entire organizing team, I would like to thank esteemed speakers, Mr. Derek and Professor Samuel Johnson, for wonderful, informative, and interactive session. It was really wonderful, sir. I'm sure participants have a lot to take away from today's session. I will also take this opportunity to thank our beloved HOD, Dr. Sandeep Shenoy, for his constant encouragement, guidance, and support. I extend my gratitude to IT managers, Mr. Sohail and Mr. Vikas, for IT support extended throughout the session. I am also thankful to Team Department of Commerce for their cooperation. I thank all my dear participants across the globe for their active participation and showing their interest in this FDP program. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much. Over to you, Avril.
Thank you, Dr. Priyanka Pandey. That was a very short, crisp, yet a sweet word of appreciation. So about all your assignments, we would be posting it in the groups that you've joined. So if any one of you have not joined any of those groups that we gave earlier, you can always drop in a text and then we'll tell you how you can get an access to all of those teams. Okay, so your assignments will be shared today. The video recording will be shared. You don't have to worry, just listen to the recording and then you can attend the assignment that is given to all of you. So assignment will be posted in the classroom, right, sir?
Yes. So after the meeting is over, they will get everything in their groups. Yeah. And can you please put any one group link, because some people are saying I'm not joined in group.
Okay, yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah, just put it in the chat. So. If anybody is not in the group, can you please go here and first join the group, because that's most easiest way to just communicate. And this is going to be only for a week. After a week, you know, you just can again choose to opt out. Yeah, because there are 2 groups which are already full, and or shall I just put one?
Yes, sir. I'm just posting it right now.
Oh, you got the link, right? Okay,
yes,
perfect.
I got the link.
Put the one which has got more numbers to fill.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is considerably the new one, comparatively the new one. Okay. Yes. So it's in there. So you can join that WhatsApp group as well. If you're already on Telegram, Deepak Shinde, yes, you will be getting your assignments displayed there as well.
Yeah, I am also putting this on the YouTube, so that, right, anyone who did not join any group, please join by clicking link. So I posted that on the YouTube also. Yeah. And there is just quite good number. Even 120, 130 in YouTube is a big number. Yes, apart from the 450, whatever came here.
We've had around 800 statistic wise totally.
Oh yes.
Who've joined us on Zoom, and
it's a good turnout ratio.
Yes, sir. Yes.
From 1,500. Yeah. I'm sure tomorrow many can come and many join. So Mr. Mindra, please make all your teachers come tomorrow. Yeah. Share the link.
Sure, I will try my best.
Yeah. Please share.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck. Yeah.
So the feedback link will be shared on day 2 alone. So
yes.
Day 1 will just be your assignments and your assessments, and your assignments results will be, reflections will be out there on the classrooms, so we can see it very clearly, and for our records as well. And then on day 2, after the session ends, we would be posting the feedback link to all of you.
Yeah. So just put this note in all the groups. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And can we close the call, this one?
Yes, sir. We can go ahead and do that.
Yeah. All right. So the meeting is over at 6. It's only that we're just chatting out. So anyone who wants to, please leave. Yeah. So we're just trying to. So good that 6 o'clock we could do it and then go for feedback. Yeah. So can I stop the live on YouTube?
I think you can go.
Vikas, sir.
Yeah.
Can I stop now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead.